from that. And like we can whoever is going to prison just makes a new fucking character so we don't lose anything.
Mm-hmm.
Prison like a bonus. Like we should send Hicks to prison all the time.
Dude, it's like the Colombians say when you go to prison, like you've gone off to college.
Hicks just gets back. He's like, nope, kick a cop in the dick. Go back.
But so this time though, it was what, a 2 wanted level.
It was 2
right?
wanted, so that's 4 sessions or four capers.
Well, so that's 4 capers. I mean, but that's not in the rules, right? It just says like
they give you some like spitball numbers for how long you should be in jail based on wanted level.
So what they said was it's like level 1 wanted level is 1 to 2 months.
Yeah, and then what's 2?
Uh,
It's like a while.
I have it up into that section, so one second. Incarceration. Several months. And then one level 3 is a year or 2. And then one level 4 is life or execution, so...
Yeah. Ooh. Level 4 means you don't come back. Of course, if you don't, go attack a gang's headquarters and explode it, then maybe you won't take so much heat next time, but we'll see.
So you feel good enough to play? Is that why you're on, or?
No, I'm just here saying hi.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to be like, oh, this happened and that happened. I went on a chess playing spree to get my level or ranking back.
Your elo back up after your devastating loss to Nick.
I was up to almost 1400, and then these 1500 Pakistanis. Whew, they just beat the shit out of me.
Well, if chess elo is like other elo, you're probably a little low until you play a lot of games, and then you'll, even out.
Chess elo.
You just gotta invite your friends and then beat your friends over and over again.
Yeah, because apparently that works. Yeah.
No, you get elo from private games.
I need Garrett to be better than.
Just flog Garrett, right? Just flog Garrett constantly.
No, I need Garrett to be better than 300.
Oh yeah, because you can't just kick bitches forever.
Hey, I'm up to 500 now.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I need him to be better than 500 because I only get a point off of him.
New account, Garrett. It's actually really easy.
I'm not going to be...
Easiest way to increase your elo, just make a new account.
Not going to be the chess whipping boy.
Let's be honest. Your elo is not above what you start with. Just make a new account. It's always going to raise your elo. That's my experience with tests. We'll be right back.
Okay.
No, dude, I haven't done fuck all. Started feeling sick on Monday evening, and yesterday was kind of shitty, and then today has been really shitty.
Mm-hmm.
The good old nose faucet turned on today, so I have a mountain of tissues next to,
Gotcha.
Sitting on my desk that I need to throw away. But
well, it might not be Corona.
Upstairs.
I don't think Corona is very known for actually making your nose run or anything.
Yeah, no, I know it's not Corona.
Coughing. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's the cold, man.
Oh, all right. I thought you said it might be the Rona.
It is
Originally,
HKU1.
Well, good. Congratulations on not getting Corona.
I mean, if you want to get technical, it is a coronavirus.
Right, it's a cold, but it's not COVID-19.
Yeah. It's not COVID, though, yeah.
I mean, there's a difference between coronavirus and the Rona.
Yeah. But if I could just like stop sneezing every 15 minutes, that would be really awesome. Anywho's, y'all have fun tonight.
Yeah, feel better, Garrett. Sorry you're
Yeah,
not feeling
feel
good.
better, Garrett.
Yeah, get better, Bearsy.
I'm
Drink
gonna
some
go.
tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crawl in bed and watch this. It's called The Queen's Gambit on Netflix.
Oh god, it's the chess. Garrett's into the chess thing now.
Yep.
He's got to redeem himself.
If you want to see something really cool, look up a movie. It's called The Illusion Defense with John Turturro. It's based off of The Defense by Nabokov. It's really, really cool.
What's it called? Illusion Defense.
Yeah, I'll put it in chat how I spelled something like something like that. The short story by Nabokov is just called The Defense. But it's really cool. It's about kind of, I mean, it's Russian, it's Nabokov, but it's about kind of a, what was the American guy, the kid that went a little nutty and left, and
Bobby
Fischer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that even before Bobby Fischer, but it's about this. I mean, it's really good. It's Nabokov. It's a good, it's based off a fucking badass fucking story. So, and
Cool.
Turturro is fucking amazing. And
I'll check it out, man.
We've been watching Evil, the TV. It's like a TV show. It's pretty good.
I watched most of that. I didn't quite finish it, but it's all right. I was I'm like, oh, when's Luke Cage gonna fucking Luke Cage out?
Yeah, I know, right?
Fucking bend some bars, Luke Cage.
All right, y'all have fun tonight. Don't die. So we have a game next week.
Get better, Bearsy.
All right, later.
He does.
Shower time.
Yeah, we'll get started in like 5 minutes.
Okay. Besides Garrett dying, is everyone else having a good week?
Yeah, pretty good.
Just found some diamonds. One of Ben's friends joined our server, and we like hooked him up with a bunch of diamond shit.
Mhm.
Then the fucking kid fell in lava and died.
Dude, that's exactly how it happens.
I like hooked him up. Then he died. He fell off a cliff, and then he fucking fell in like danced around in lava. It said. Felt so bad.
He died doing what he loved. Dancing.
Yeah, exploring.
Exactly.
I built another portal. Got to the nether world. I'm getting good at the game. I'm figuring it out. I just gotta figure out why I keep losing experience points all the time. Like, I can't get like past like level 15.
Do you die?
No. I just like I don't know. I guess maybe I don't sleep. That's the only thing I can think of.
I don't remember ways to lose it without dying or using it.
What do you mean use it?
You use experience points to enchant things.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it, then, I don't know.
Yeah, that's basically what it's for.
I thought you keep the level, or you spend the level when you enchant.
You spend it. There's like a maximum level you can have. It's like 30 something, and
Yeah, it's
then
30.
then
You
30
use it
is the best enchant. And you don't get to choose your enchantment. It's like randomized, but having the enchanting table set up like perfectly, there's like a very specific way you have to build and configure
Yeah, I
the
did that.
enchantment table. All right, and so like yeah, then do the 30, and then
Yeah, I already
that's all.
got
That's
to
pretty
30.
much all
I
it's
just
for.
can't get to level 30. I can't figure it out.
Build a mob farm.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to do that shit. That's like the next. Like I got farming and stuff figured out. Like all the basic shit I'm getting figured out.
It's like 30 moves of theory here.
Yeah, I don't play Minecraft anymore, and last time I played it, there was so much new stuff that I was like, wow, this is barely the game I used to play. But
Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of stuff.
But whenever I play Minecraft, I always do the same thing. I go to the Nether and I build it, and I bring back a bunch of materials, and I build a giant tower out of only glowstone and Nether quartz, because it's a huge waste of time.
I built a whole underground tunnel from one continent to another with a rail cart, and it was made all out of glass with the
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
with the what are those little glowing candlestick things that you get underwater? I had those all over the glass tunnel so that it was like lit up, and you just get in and fucking cruise for like a fucking 3 miles under a harbor in a fucking glass tunnel.
That sounds fun.
That was a big waste of time too, and it took fucking forever. Once you get that weird, you can build that weird thing with you get it from a chest. It's like a underwater pearl or something, but you can build almost like a portal, but you build two. So it's like if you have two rectangles that are perpendicular in the center, and then you put the pearl in the center, it creates this whole zone underwater that allows you to breathe underwater for like 120 feet. Yeah, it's bad, and you can build an underwater fucking city if you have one of those. You get them from treasure maps. If you follow those treasure maps into the buried treasure, sometimes you'll get them in the chest. Sometimes or a shipwreck, but mostly the buried treasure is where I found them. But they're badass. Then you're like, dude, time for an underwater metropolis, dog.
I can see that. I'm trying to just I'm just trying to do some like basically the higher level enchants, and then like I want to start just build a bunch of portals and try, because there's like 7 or 8 different like places you can go.
Mouse is being like super fucking sensitive.
Wireless or
No, it's wired. Might just need to unplug and plug it back in.
hey, when's your card coming in, by the way?
Friday.
Nice. I expect pictures.
Tons and tons of photos for you.
Yeah, I gotta like learn how to do more stuff with redstone. That's like the next thing I gotta like that.
Just build an entire, just build a calculator. Start with that.
I'm not gonna build something ridiculous.
Program the entirety of Pokemon Red.
This is for my 7-year-old.
He would really enjoy playing Pokemon Red.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I
then
appreciate
start,
your input.
start with like powered rail mine carts, right? The red start. That's like so. That's how I got across my underwater. You need to have the powered rails, and then you can put in switches and stuff and pistons to send your cart back, right? So if you get out on the other side and you want to send the cart back to someone, you can have a piston that whacks the cart and then sends it, and it hits the powered rails. And just powered rails are fun to play with if you just want to start simple. Switches, powered rails, and pistons.
Add dynamic lighting to your house.
I just got like a big
Minecraft-
giant like stone.
Start with like powered doors and powered rails, right? So you can put buttons to open doors and close doors and to power your rail cart.
That's not really redstone. That's just buttons and doors, though.
You need redstone for it.
Do you?
I mean, yeah.
You just put the button next to the door, and it powers it and automatically activates the block next to it.
I mean, just for door, like straight open doors. A lot of shit you have to have at least a blob of redstone to do it.
Yeah, I don't think that buttons open just doors anymore.
Yeah, I think you need a blob of redstone.
Dude, redstone blocks weren't even a thing when I started playing. What's up with that?
Not blocks, the blobs. When you splash it, like you have to power something.
All right, are you guys ready to go?
Yes.
So, let's see, last time you came to the city of Vallaki, and the city of Vallaki is now basically in a panic as the forces of King Varab are approaching. The Order of the Silver Dragon has been forced to retreat. They've abandoned the valley. They're falling back to the Salinka Pass, and where they're basically hoping to stop the army of King Varab from reaching the Amber Temple, which is that's something that Argynvost has. That's like his sworn duty. So that leaves the citizens of Vallaki in a defenseless position, right? Vallaki has not really an army. They have town guards, but that's it. So that's the situation that you've come upon. You have also, you brought with you to Vallaki 2 corpses, one of which you raised, so Vladimir Horngard. And he is the greatest of the Order, and he has been compelled by Argynvost to help you in your quest to find and destroy Strahd. The other corpse was that of Sergei von Tsarevich, Strahd's brother, and that corpse you left behind at the church while you went down to Lake Vallaki to look at the sunset. And yeah, when you were there, you learned that Vladimir is worried about his fellow knight and lover, his fucking name, Sir Godfrey. And he told you that Sir Godfrey basically, when they met up before the battle a few days ago, was acting really strange, and then eventually ran off after they fought, and he hasn't seen him since. So that's where we left it. You came back to Valaki and actually had one more encounter. You came upon this wagon full of Vistani, which was being driven by a young man named Aragal. And when he asked you if you want your fortunes read, Emmerich said yes. And when you said that, he snapped his fingers and called out for his sister, whose name is Eva. And she is this young girl, maybe like 10 or 11 years old. It's hard to tell. And they set up this little folding or little sort of like portable table that they have, which has like a candle holder built into each corner. You know, they light the candles real quick, and she pulls this deck of cards up from somewhere in her dress. That's where we're at. So Emmerich, you're seated sort of at this low table. You're basically just sitting on the ground, and she has this like short table set up, and she's on her knees shuffling this pack of cards.
Neat.
Aragal just lights all the candles in the four corners of the table, so there's this sort of dim glow. And she's just going to ask you, so what's your name?
I am Emmerich.
Emmerich, that's a unique name.
Barovian.
Tell me about yourself. Barovian. So you travel with the army?
No. I am of Barovia, but I am not I do not fight for them. I am outdoorsman. You could call it.
She just shrugs. And she says, okay, so I guess you want to know your future.
I would.
It's 1 gold piece.
I put a gold piece down on the table.
Aragal snatches it up. So she starts to deal the cards. And let's see. She deals the cards up, puts the deck down on the table, and she just pushes it over to you. She says, just touch it once.
I do.
She grabs it back, shuffles it a little bit more, and starts to deal out of cards.
Let's see what
And
you
when-
got.
And when she sort of like, she goes into sort of like what you can tell she's probably said a lot before, her spiel.
Yeah.
She says, the first card, and she puts, takes a card of the deck. This is the first card. This is the card that represents the subject of this reading. And she indicates you. She flips it up and she holds it in her hand and she says, the healer. This is a holy card. I can see that you're like a shepherd to those you accompany. She slowly takes the card and turns it upside down. It says, unfortunately, in the reversed position, the card indicates illness or disease. And she sort of gets like a long, like a far off look in her eyes, and she looks at you suddenly. She says, no. Curse. Curse upon the very land itself.
Yes, we've seen this.
She puts the
curse in effect.
She puts the card down in the center of the table. She draws another card. This, and she places that card to the left of the focus card. She says, this card represents the past influences, and it's the 9 of coins, which is a card, and on it you see this sort of like old man with a staff, and he looks like he's clutching 9 coins in his hand. And she says, I see a man. No, wait, a beast. Beast who has waited many years for his chance at redemption. He waits still, high in his castle. She draws another card, puts it to the top above the focus card. And she says, this card represents the present. Current situations. 3 of stars. The enchanter. And again, this card is in the reverse position, meaning that it's upside down. She says, there's some sort of magical challenge that you face, or a trial. I see a book of full of names, and a dog. No, a fox.
Fox face guy.
She looks over at Jarrell. This is getting somewhere, huh? Oh, good.
Seems like it.
She draws another card. She says this card represents the future. She places it to the right of the focus card. This will be an indicator of future events, maybe allies or trials you may face. And you see the card is a hooded man standing by a gallows.
That doesn't seem very reassuring.
It's the executioner. And at this point, she sort of is like, you can see that she's like in her full like eyes far off, like she's seeing the future. And she says, I see an elf awaiting judgment. Trails off. Not his own, but that of his sister?
Yep.
He is to be her executioner.
Oh wow.
She takes her hand, and Emmerich, she reaches across and touches you on the hand. She says, you must save him and his sister both.
I will do everything I can to repay my debt.
She says the final card represents the outcome of this reading. This is a general indication of what you can expect. She flips the card over, and it is a skeletal figure riding a horse. And this figure wields a scythe.
Seems right.
She looks at you, Ember, and she says, this is the horseman. Death. It indicates great danger. It is, well, I can't see more. It is cloudy, as if a mists obscure the meaning. And she sort of shakes her head. Wow, I don't think I've ever given a reading this dire.
Welcome to our life.
We must lead interesting lives.
That-
More than we would
That's
like.
one way to look at it.
You could say that.
But you say you're from Barovia, certainly, well, it's a far off land.
Yeah, you could think of it that way too.
It's closer than you might think.
Indeed. Aragal steps in. He says, "No. Would anybody else like a reading? I mean, we're
I'll pay gold to do
Okay.
a reading.
So while I didn't want to interrupt, and we can take
Sure.
mine up at the end, but while people are getting readings, I want to see if I can sneak to the wagon and see what's going on with Esmeralda, or baby Esmeralda. But we can deal with that later. I just
sure.
concurrently.
No, we can deal with it right now. Just give me a stealth check if you're trying to sneak back there. So there's one sort of like drunken Vistani man that's riding was riding up front with Aragal as Aragal sort of drove the horses. Who may be in the back? Who knows? And so in the back of this wagon, you did see something last time. You saw what looked like a body rolled up in some sort of tarp or blanket or whatever, and there was an artificial leg sticking out that you recognize as looking awfully similar to Esmeralda's. And Delcasol, as you just sort of meander back to the back of the wagon, you see that in this wagon is pretty cluttered, and it's like a covered wagon type thing, but it's open, and you see inside it looks like these people are carrying just everything they own in the world, right? There's just junk and things, and this corpse has been just sort of shoved in.
Like more of the crap, Jesus. We got back here bedroll, cooking pans, body or two.
So Aragal does not notice. He's sort of like, he looks like he's trying to like hustle his wares, right? He's trying to get people to, to sign up for readings, and that he also does like a knife throwing show. He has all sorts of tricks that he can perform.
I will give him a gold to perform tricks for us.
Okay. He says, here, he gives you a piece of paper. He says, hold this up against that wall right there. But don't be afraid.
I do it.
He pulls out a throwing dagger and starts juggling 3 daggers. He says, now don't move, okay? He has a big smile on his face. And he's juggling these daggers, and all of a sudden, one of them whips out and nails that piece of paper to the building you're standing beside. You sort of jump, and he smiles and laughs, and right after that, 2 more daggers hit, all hitting the paper, nailing it down. You draw your hand away, and he sort of just laughs expectantly. He takes a bow.
Cool. I give him
Here,
a-
try this. Here, he hands you an apple. Says, stand by the wall.
Okay.
He retrieves his daggers from the wall. He indicates to put the apple on your head.
Okay, I do it.
He says, now, I noticed you jumped a little last time. He starts juggling his daggers. Make sure you stand absolutely still, okay? I want to get my gold for this. If you die, I don't think your friends will give me a gold. You ready?
Do it.
As soon as, basically before you say do it, he throws a dagger and it just chops that apple right in half. And he catches one dagger in his hand, and the other dagger he catches in his teeth. Takes another
Oh
bow.
my god, that's amazing.
He got that dagger in his teeth, guys. That's cool. He didn't have me until that. That's where it got cool.
So yeah, I mean, you can tip him what you would like.
I'll give him an additional gold. I'm a druid. I don't know what money's for. I don't know how much it's worth.
So Del Casal, yeah, so you are back at the back of this wagon, and nobody seems to be paying you any attention. The Vistani seem to be focused on earning your party's gold. What do you want to do? Do you want to do anything else, or?
I mean, is the body covered, or is her whole body there, or is just the leg?
Yeah, it's basic. So the body is basically wrapped up in a, yeah, it's totally covered. It's wrapped up like a burrito in, a piece of tarp, and the leg is just hanging out. And there's another booted leg right beside it.
Another what right beside it?
Booted foot poking out right beside it. So basically, there's
Two
this
bodies.
No. There's a body rolled up in this tarp, and there's 2 feet sticking out. One of which is this artificial foot.
Right. I guess maybe if it's not too hard to unwrap or just get a better look. I mean, is she dead or unconscious? Is bound? I don't know. And anything else in the cart that maybe would? I mean, who fucking carts a body around?
The Vistani.
Who doesn't? It's more like
As you think this question to yourself, and you sort of move in, and you can pull the cover off and feel around a little bit, and even just feeling the leg, you have seen enough corpses to know that this is a dead ass body. And as you ask the question to yourself, who the fuck carts a corpse around? Little Eva just sort of like, Rao is like perched up to this table to start to get his reading. She answers you. She says out loud, quite loudly, to carry over to you. She says, "We are taking her to the church.
yes. Why do you?
She
are
is
you
to be
trying
buried."
I don't remember how she died. How did she die?
We don't know. We do not.
We
know.
just found her body. We don't even know. We don't even know for sure that that's Esmeralda. It could be just some other person who she stole the leg from at some point.
Or she inherited the leg.
Yeah, or she Esmeralda was undead the whole time and was brought back to life or something. I mean, there's a whole lot of things that could be going on right now. We don't know.
I can see that we don't know much.
But do you want to say anything to Eva? I mean,
Me or the group?
I guess I'll just nod at her like, oh, okay, like, makes sense.
Chill.
yeah. So if anybody else wants to get a reading, you can, mark off a gold and get a reading. I don't really have anything prepared for you.
Okay, well then if
But
there's
what
nothing more-
I'll say is, for paying a gold and getting a reading, you can get basically a guidance, or you can get inspiration. We'll say that.
Okay, I'll take the inspiration.
That
I'll pay a gold.
seems worth it. Basically, she gives you some insight into your future. That we'll just mimic as guidance, or not guidance, but inspiration. Exactly. If I was on top of my music game, I would have prepared some thoughtful Vistani music.
Inspiration.
So, as you sort of are kicking around with these Vistani and doing God knows what else, I think Vladimir, at some point, He's going to ask you, Delcasol, since you're the leader of the Inquisition. He says, why do we waste time? He doesn't
Time
seem
with
to have
what?
much truck for these people. He says, we have a mission, yes? What is the next step?
I mean, we're taking it. Remember, like our mission is to find, Strahd's eldest, which we don't know where he is. So you might be in a hurry, but you're in a hurry to nowhere right now. So part of our mission is to gather information. If you know any way to gather information, I suggest now is the time to do that.
He says, forgive me, I am impatient. Perhaps my time would be better spent at the church. Maybe the Morning Lord will grant me some insight into our situation.
There you go. Go talk to the man in the sky.
Is he communing or what?
If he's gonna go to the church, I want to walk with him a ways, not all the way, or maybe up to the church, because we're still pretty close to it, right? We're on that main road. The church is on the main road, and so is the runs right through the middle of fucking Valaki. But basically, I just want to get out of fucking some range from between us and Ava, since she clearly has some mental capabilities. But I think if the church has, maybe if we step onto the hallowed ground, I want to tell him, like, while he's here and communing with the Morning Lord, I want him to watch to see where they bury Esmeralda. If they bring Esmeralda here to bury her, just make note of it.
He nods.
And then I'll walk back and join the rest of the gang.
Yeah, so he walks into the church and he sits down at one of the pews and just bows his head in prayer. And that's basically, I guess you can just find him probably at the church. So back at the wagon, everybody is sort of.
I'll give him a blessing too before I go. I'll take out the Raven amulet and just. I don't know. I know you can perform ceremony as a priest. I don't know if I have a particular one, but just give him a fucking shusha of fucking clerical fucking goodness and hold up my fucking sweet holy symbol.
Okay, yeah. He, I don't know, bows or something, and he goes and begins his prayers. So back at the wagon, the Vistani have sort of are trying to drum up business, and they're catching like passersby, but there's not really a lot of business going on in Valaki these days because everybody's spooked. Eventually, Aragal says, he looks at the wagon, he says, nobody wants to play our games with a fucking corpse right there. Let's go get rid of it. So they'll pack up their stuff, and Eva jumps on the back of the wagon beside the corpse, and Aragal jumps in the driver's seat. And they're gonna go. Unless you have any other questions or you want to talk to them about anything or do anything.
Nah, I don't think so.
So they ride off.
Good luck,
and
sir.
You are.
And they are riding to the church?
Yeah, they're heading in that direction. So what do you guys want to do?
I mean, what do we really do? We don't know where that guy is that we need to find, right?
No, but we do know we could use a wizard, and we know we're casting.
Well, yeah, we knew we were going to look for Grandpa, and we were also going to just talk around town, right, to see if there's any other we're basically just in info gathering mode. So we need to gather info about where. Did we find out where Grandpa might be? I mean, we knew in the future where he might be, but I don't know if people have heard of him now, or I guess he's probably a young man at this point, so
Let's live a long time.
If only there was a psychic who could tell you.
You're right. If only I took the spell divinity.
well, yeah, I don't know that Eva's the one we want to ask since that's her fucking half brother. I mean, I guess she might tell us, but
Like, who cares?
I mean,
She's Vistani. Can't trust a Vistani.
You're right. If you can't trust the Vistani, who can you trust?
Exactly. Go to Grandpa's house?
I think. I mean, if he's the one that we know that's going to direct us in the right way, yeah. To grandfather's house we go.
So that would be where?
Oh, the Vistani, or let's see, they were the Vistani encampment outside of Valaki to the southwest. Is where the Dusk Elves also took up residence, but we don't like.
So if you just ask anybody in town, like Bildrath or anybody, they'll tell you there's what's a Vistani. They've never heard of a Vistani.
yeah, they're not.
There's
really
no encampment that they know of.
Ava, come back. Tell us where to go. Right, we gotta go. I don't know where to go. We go try going to Strahd's house. I don't know. Let's go back to the lot. Let's chase Ava down. Let's get another reading.
Well, you got a reading, so maybe there's something in there already.
Well, in my reading, there was already talk of Grandpa and of his sister and
Well,
of
so
how in the future.
so basically, you guys spent a lot of time with these Vistani. I mean, they were there for a while. So if you wanted to, oh, thank you, dear. My lovely wife just brought me a coffee with a fucking giant black hair on it.
Oh yeah.
You know it's fresh.
So anyway, if you wanted to like ask them something or have some interaction, you had plenty of time to do it. So you could just, if you wanted to ask for help, you could, or ask any questions, or
Well, is Grandpa a Vistani?
No, he's a Dusk Elf.
So Casimira was a Dusk Elf, and his clan had some run-ins, and you know all this. You traveled with Casimir for a while, and you know basically his whole backstory.
Yeah, we know they all got killed, and the sister and all that. Okay, yeah, I was.
Yeah, and so actually they were basically wards of the Vistani.
Mhm.
Strahd had placed them as like live-in prisoners with the Vistani. The Vistani kept their eyes on them, and yeah, that was the situation. So that's why the Vistani encampment had Dusk Elves there, right?
Okay. They were the Watchers.
They're close to that means that the Dusk Elves are probably closer to Barovia.
Well, I mean, and this isn't probably Barovia yet, but I mean, I guess if we don't have any other ideas, maybe we should go ask Ava then if she knows of a Dusk Elf named Casimir. Catch up at the church.
Ava says, yeah, so you basically just catch up with them at the church. Their wagon is just pulled up right in front of the church. They don't seem to be very respectful of, the right of way. They have parked directly in front of the church door. And Aragal and this other drunken Vistani man are hauling the corpse just up the steps of the church. And, they go inside to greet, whoever the gravedigger or the undertaker is. And leaving Ava just with her legs just sort of dangling off the back of this wagon. You can come up and approach, and without you really even having to say anything, she says, "You're looking for someone. I can help you find them."
You think so?
Of course.
Man, you guys got the tut. You got the tut.
What's the fee?
Says, same as everything. 1
Okay.
gold.
Give her a gold.
At least you guys are consistent.
She smiles when you hand her the gold piece. Just don't tell Aragal. He never lets me keep anything. And she will. Yeah, her spells are fucked up too. Let's go for a spell. She is going to cast a spell. Everybody can make an Arcana check if you want to figure out what she's casting.
I do.
You know I do.
DC 16.
Damn.
How do I roll it?
You've rolled it 3 times. 4 times.
It doesn't give
5
you an
times.
animation.
7 times.
Dunking dice all over the fucking screen. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, the way I
There's
looked
another
at
one.
it didn't do anything.
Here. We'll just keep. We'll just
Okay,
keep clicking stuff.
Click it
You know?
like 10 more times.
I
See if
see
that
it.
helps.
I think
I
I
only
get
clicked
it.
it twice.
Like there you go. Boom, 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 boom. Like 20
You
of them.
guys are great. I love you too.
It waits until everyone else has gone one and it does the animation before it shows yours on it.
Well,
So-
my screen was completely full of dice.
Yeah, mine was.
so I clicked and it didn't roll
Okay.
for a minute. Why didn't
So
it roll? It's because
let's do this. Hold on a second. Let's do this. Okay, now everybody click their button 1 time.
One time. I found it funny that I
But you
was
can
like,
always watch the chat too, Peas. You'll see.
Well, no, there was a delay from when I clicked it before it rolled, so I just gotta be a little more patient.
It may have been
Well,
everybody clicking at once.
Well, no, it's all done by your client, so that just means your computer sucks.
Thanks.
shots fired.
I mean, it's all in your browser, so if anything is slow, there is not really a server side, so if shit is too busy, it's you can turn things off for your machine, but I'm just saying that's how it works. It's all done in your machine.
Honestly, I think I just.
So DC 16, he said. So Emmerich's the only one that recognized it.
Yeah.
Yep. And she looks at you, Emmerich, and she says, "This man you're trying to find. Do you have something of his?"
I take off my ring of warmth and I give it to her.
She holds it in her hand. She says, "Ah, perfect." She pulls out a little, matchbox-sized box with a little sliding lid. She slides off the lid, and you see there's some basically a 6 human teeth. She dumps them into her hand with the ring. She closes up the box, puts it back into her pocket. And she holds all of these objects in her hand for a little while, shakes them around a little bit, and then just drops them on the wooden plank of the cart. And the ring just sort of bounces around. The teeth just, land and spread out in some pattern. And she sits there and looks at it for a while. Takes her about a minute. She says, "Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I know where he is." She gathers everything up. She gives you back the ring, puts the teeth back in their box. She says, "Okay, but how can I tell you? I'm gonna have to give you the magic."
Okay.
Says, "Okay, who wants to take it?"
What kind of magic is it?
Well, Emmerich knows.
So Emmerich, you know that this spell is called Find the Path. And it is a spell that's literally going to tell you the shortest, most physically direct route to a specific location.
Yeah, let's do it.
She beckons you to come forward. Okay, come here. Come here. And she keeps beckoning you forward until you're like face to face with her. So, okay, now don't blink. And she just sort of like, makes some like chewing motions with her mouth, and then she's going to spit in your left eye.
Nasty.
And the
Let's
spit
see.
burns.
You better get that looked at by a professional later.
Druid, this is normal shit for me.
She says, "Hold on, one more. Hold on."
Gotta do the other one.
Oh god, just gotta get the other one.
She spits in your other eye. She says, "Good. Okay. Well, most people get freaked out by that. Sorry. I mean, I don't know any other way to do it.
Yeah, it makes
But
sense.
you feel the magic, the spell come over you. It's a powerful spell.
It's like a 6th or a 5th level spell slot for that spell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 6th level.
Ridiculous.
But all of a sudden, you know exactly where to find Casimir.
Thanks, Ayla.
She says, "There you go." She holds out her hand.
Your gold.
This woman's
Takes
amazing.
her gold and shoves it in her pocket.
Don't forget your
Right
ring.
at that time, when she's shoving the gold into her pocket, Aragel comes out. Aragel. And the drunken Vistani, and they look relieved. They say, "Finally, okay, they're gonna bury it. Let's get the hell out of this town. This place is busted." He looks at you, Emmerich, and you have basically like spit just running down your face.
He's
Out of your
got
eye
red
socket.
eyes and shit.
He looks back at Evie and says, "Fucking disgusting." Ugh.
All right, well, I've done my weird druid stuff for the day. Let's go. I know where we're going.
So my question to you. So you're saying, "Let's go." I know where we're going. Are you guys wanting to take a long rest, or do you want to leave immediately?
I would
Does it-
prefer.
does
I thought we wanted to go to the inn that will later become the blue whatever, and just see what we can find there, and ask around.
I guess I guess I'm just asking whether you guys intend on taking a long rest before you leave town to go on a. I mean,
Yeah.
you can still do other stuff. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys? I mean, I don't need it terribly, but
I would
it
prefer
may
to
be
have
a
the spell
while.
slots.
Yeah, it might be a while once we leave town. You know how it is. Once you go out of town, shit gets fucking weird.
Shit gets real.
Yeah,
Um,
it gets real weird.
Well, let's see. Well, I mean, I know people have been, casting spells and whatnot, and
Right. That's why I think.
Yeah, most people want to get exhausted.
yeah, and you're not like locked into doing anything. I'm just asking if that's in general what the plan
Yeah, I
is.
feel like we should take a long rest in town.
Okay. That would make sense. And Vladimir is all fucked up too. Okay,
Sorry,
So-
Vladimir. We need a break.
as they're sort of like the wagon's driving off, little Eva's just gonna say, she says, "Remember the executioner.
Hey, didn't we
They need
kill
your
an
help."
Didn't we kill an executioner?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, didn't we kill an executioner in the future?
He's specifically referring to Casimir, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
card.
I have this reading just typed out, so I'm just make sure I don't have any incriminating evidence in here.
Favorite kind of evidence, though.
That may or may not be very readable. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Oh wait, hold on. I sent that to the wrong chat.
I was gonna say I don't see anything.
There we go. Yeah, so the Vistani ride off, -1 corpse.
I would like to go into the church and ask the priest to raise that corpse as well.
Which corpse?
Okay.
Oh, what's his name?
Esmeralda.
Oh,
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
I mean,
So-
she can't very well help us in the future if she's dead now. I mean, again, I don't know that this is real, but I think it's probably safe to act like it is. If it's not, great. But if we leave her dead, assuming, I mean, we don't know that we don't know that it's real. We don't know that we can change it. But I
Right.
just figure it would be a safe bet. If you want her to be there when we get there, she should probably not be dead.
I agree.
Nah, I agree.
Um,
if it's not Esmeralda, that's a free leg.
So inside the church, the Vistani dropped off this corpse. Basically, just finding the first person who would, vouch for it. So there's like this sort of like altar boy type person standing over a corpse, and in his hand he has a bag of coin. And he says that they dropped the corpse off and they gave me this and told me to bury them. Buried.
Here, we'll bury it for you. You keep that coin.
No, give us
I
the
don't
coin.
We want a razor.
Like, I can cast the spell, but it costs 500 gold.
Oh, we need that gold, buddy.
So he just dumps the coins out into his hand, and it's probably like 5 gold worth of silver, which is a ton of money. But
Okay.
not exactly like I mean, for burying a corpse, that's a lot of money.
Vistani are gonna have 500 gold just to give away. That's hilarious.
Like,
Well, on the bag is the insignia of King Barav.
alright. How much gold do you guys have? Because if we want a razor, need some funds here, guys.
I don't have
50?
that much gold.
Is it any cheaper for us or for?
It's the exact same cost.
Oh,
You have to have a diamond that's worth 500 gold.
So Father Andral has raised Vladimir. And yeah, well, that was
Assumed
covered
Andral
by
was
his duty, so basically the church paid for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want somebody raised, you're gonna have to provide the money. And the altar boy sort of like scampered. I don't know what do they call altar boys? It's not an altar boy, but whatever the equivalent is.
The groundskeeper.
Ran off, and Father Andral has come around and come to survey the situation. He'll have his people sort of take the corpse and put it up on a table. The church has like almost become like a makeshift hospital. and yeah, so he's like he has blood all over his smock, and he looks pretty pretty frazzled, but he'll take a look at the corpse too. And as you unroll this body, you see that yes, it is indeed Esmeralda, the
Wait.
gypsy bounty hunter that you have known.
Oh my god, how can she be dead?
In the past, who knows?
She is quite stone dead. Her skin is blue. Her body is rigid. Everybody can make a medicine check if you want to. I don't know if anybody wants to look at the body or.
Oh,
Why not?
I'll look.
I will
bodies are
examine.
gross,
Of course we want to.
I'll
look at
examine
the
that body. 22.
Only click once.
I clicked one.
That's right, folks. A +9 in medicine.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm joking about how there's no fucking use for it. This is our time to shine, Seamus.
Exactly.
The body. So there are bruises and things on the body, but nothing that you would say looks like a fatal wound.
Does it look like magic killed her?
Well, usually magic, inflicts physical damage, like, necrotic damage, like rots away your skin, and
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
fire damage, but no, it doesn't look like that. It does look like the body has been exsanguinated.
Yeah.
Drained of blood.
The body has been drained of all blood, and you don't
Vampires.
see any obvious wounds, but you know to look at the neck, and there are 2 pinprick holes right on the vein in her neck. And Father Andral says, "My God, a vampire. Never seen anything like this. Could such a monster be here among us?"
If our the Barovians will bring many over time.
I mean, that's like a normal Tuesday night for us.
Yep. You've seen this before.
Father Andral is trembling. Really a horrific notion.
Vampires are bastards. It's those familiars, there's those vampire spawns. I once knew one. She wasn't that bad.
I'm not sure exactly how it all works. If she's not turned into a vampire, as a vampire spawn, I don't think you're supposed to kill them. I don't think she's going to be raised because vampire spawn aren't actually vampires. So
Don't you have to
Vamp-
bury her in the dirt or something for that to come true?
well, or maybe I don't know. But the vampire, she may just be dead.
Yeah, no, I think she just got fed on. I don't think she got
Yeah, they just ate her.
So you can make a monster hunter check or whatever.
what would that be?
I don't know what monster knowledge is.
Nature?
Intelligence, maybe. Wisdom. Let's say wisdom. Let's say religion. Wisdom, religion check.
A religion's in, but I'll do a wisdom check.
You can do a wisdom. Well, it can be either. You can make a wisdom-based religion check.
20.
Here, religion, you say?
Indeed.
21. Alright. So guys, I did the conversion of all the gold or all the currency on my character.
Yep.
I have enough to raise her, but I couldn't raise another person if any of you guys die.
What do you mean you can't save us?
I mean, it's literally because no money.
It's not acceptable.
Our
I'm okay with it.
All right, let me hit convert all. Boom. All right.
What are you doing?
I'm spending. So from the crypts, I stole 40 platinum, and I had 215 gold on Dorian's corpse when I took all that. So I'm spending 50 platinum pieces to go buy a 500 gold
Okay.
diamond.
So religion check. You got the highest religion check.
I rolled a 21.
Okay. Yeah, so those are pretty good, and you have a lot of experience with curses, which is you know that the vampire's bite bestows this curse of undeath,
Mm-hmm.
and you think that you could raise her. That wouldn't necessarily break the curse.
So we need to cast Remove Curse on her body to break the curse, is what you're saying.
Yeah, or Greater Restoration also.
Okay. Let's back up. I can cast Greater Restoration and then raise her, and then I'd be totally spent on 5th level spells.
I can also cast Greater Restoration.
Okay.
We need it.
I mean, can we raise her and then restrain her if we have to, and then do that?
I don't think we should. I mean, I don't know unless you have to raise her and then remove it. I would think that maybe is just needlessly more dangerous. If you could do it on the corpse and then raise her, why wouldn't you do that?
Well, it does say creature. It doesn't say, you know.
The thing
of
is,
course.
Technically, objects once they die.
Well, you can have the priest raise her with the diamond, and as soon as she comes to life, whack her with a restoration.
Well, you also have to have 100 gold pieces for diamond dust, because the spell consumes. Greater Restoration consumes the diamond dust.
Spells are so fucking expensive.
Don't you have like a materials pouch with that shit in there for you, bud?
No.
So if they consume the material, you have to use it. Components, pouch, or holy symbol or focus only works on materials that aren't consumed.
Correct.
This spell specifically says it consumes it.
Or if it has a gold piece cost.
Materials
Yeah.
cost. Yeah.
So, like, if it says you need a 50 gold piece diamond, it's not consumed. You still need that diamond.
Yeah.
You can't use that. Okay, so what's the plan?
So, I guess the quick question is, and I'm willing to make a roll, would we know if we can, use Greater Restoration on that corpse, or we have to raise her and then Greater Restoration her?
I think you probably have to raise her and then
Okay.
use your Greater Restoration.
So, here's the plan. We get some silver... Oh, we have silver weapons. Just press the silver against her and we raise her. And then, Emmerich, I guess we'll have
Silver
to touch
doesn't work against vampires. It's werewolves.
her. Whatever. Get the holy fucking water out, then.
I'd say if you have the gold cost, because I'm pretty sure when you get raised, I think you're exhausted anyway. I think you have to.
You are exhausted. Yeah.
Do shit right. So, and if you're gonna just start casting it as soon as she's getting raised, I don't really see. She's gonna jump up and haul ass. And plus, she's young, right? How old did you say she was? She's like little, or littler. Like,
She looks exactly the same as.
Oh, she does?
Her.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I think you could just time it.
In fact, she's dressed in the same clothes that you saw her in the castle at the wedding.
Holy shit. I mean, it would be funny if she was always a vampire and we're like, oh, sorry, you're not a vampire. No, well, no, we saw. Well, I don't know.
But we know she's been insinuated. I don't know.
Yeah. I was just saying maybe she was a vampire all along.
Yeah.
Maybe even in our time she already was. We just didn't know. I mean, I guess she didn't really look vampire-y, but, makeup, I don't know.
All right. So
I would think you could time it to where she gets raised and then you hit her with the restoration.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, mark off the gold, and
Yep.
you do that. You raise her. Uh, she doesn't leap up and change into a bat or anything. She sort of like awakens with a scream, and you can easily restrain her and cast your greater restoration. And that's what you do.
Oh boy, guys!
Let me read raise dead.
So they come back with full health. It's just they have -4 to all attack rolls, saving throws, ability checks, and every time they finish a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1. Unless you want to do with critical rolls, special flavor, where.
No.
Okay.
That's interesting, but don't really have to do that.
Okay.
So after you cast your spells, you have a sort of wild-eyed, panting and reeling Esmeralda. And if you let her go, she sort of groggily gets up to her feet and looks around.
Welcome back, Esmeralda.
Yes, welcome back to the world of the living.
You haven't met us yet.
No, she has.
We haven't met yet.
She's the exact same as when we left her at the castle, is what he said.
Del Casal, when you greet her, the holy symbol of Ravenkind that you're wearing around your neck sort of catches her attention. She hisses and covers her face. She says, "Put it away! It burns!"
So I guess that means greater restoration doesn't work?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, did we not check and just think that would work and it doesn't work?
I mean, Greater Wrath says 1 curse, including the target's attunement to any cursed item.
You believe you've removed her curse of vampirism. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe she doesn't know that. Or maybe she just hates good shit. I don't know.
It could be something. It could be some weird other shit too.
Yeah, maybe she was tormented in the past.
Well, I said either she doesn't know or there's another reason why she doesn't like it.
No, I agree with you. Just throwing something out there.
She hisses and throws herself up on the wall like she's gonna climb up it. But
Right, and just
she can't really do it, but she's like trying to.
Esmeralda, you realize you're on hallowed ground in a church.
We specifically brought you here to question you.
We've removed your curse. We didn't bring her here to question her.
Yes, we did. We had to find out about this place.
What place?
Where we are in Ravenclaw.
We know where we are. We're
She
in the
pleads
village.
with you again to put the holy symbol away.
Just put it away.
I mean, I'll just tuck it into my cloak, but I'm like, look around you, girl. You're on hollow ground. You're in a church. You have to put the whole building away.
She runs out the door.
Can I stop her?
I mean, you could try, I guess.
I try to.
She
stop
does have like one prosthetic leg, so she runs pretty good for having one fake leg. Okay, yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? Tackle her? I mean,
her. Yeah.
okay, you do that.
Where do you think you're going?
She screams.
Not how you
Oh, my ears! It's so loud.
No, Row.
That's
Don't scare the poor girl.
That is not how you make friends.
Well, we did have to stop her. That's probably for her own good, but don't frighten her.
I'm
Esmeralda,
not trying.
there's no need to be frightened. Your curse is lifted. Why don't we just have a brief chat, and then you can run off on your wooden prosthetic.
Yeah, she basically makes a scene until you let her exit the building.
It's a what?
And she's gonna just basically fight and scream and howl in pain until you let her exit the building. And when you do, I mean, just assuming that eventually you don't just hold her down and, until she dies. She just gets outside of the church and stops and goes to one knee, panting.
Need to work on your cardio.
Well, we think she's free of the vampire's curse, and she's certainly not a werewolf, and I don't
She
think
says-
she will anyway.
How did we get out of the castle?
We who?
Dude, guys, I think she's from
You.
our time.
Me.
Oh, you remember us! Splendid, Esmeralda! Oh, wow, well, so I suppose technically you didn't get out of the castle. Well, not alive.
Oh my god, theatrics. Can we just explain it to her? Well,
Yeah, well, we need to explain. Well, there was a dragon, an undead army, laying siege to the castle. Of course, me and the rest of the Inquisition fled. Just to make things brief, we found ourselves 400 years back in time, and we found your corpse in the Vistani caravan. Funny enough, Ava and Lugosh and the other brother had you, and they were burying you, so we thought we might raise you. So here you are. You had been drained dry by a vampire, probably Strahd or one of his friends. And here we are. Good to know that you remember. By the way, no one knows that we're from the future, or they don't believe.
We've told them, they just don't believe us.
Or perhaps this is a dream. We're not really sure.
Yeah,
And
there's also the
welcome to
possibility.
Valakia 400 years ago. Look up. Look, beautiful sun, isn't it? Haven't seen that for a few hundred
Well,
years.
it's nighttime.
Glory. Oh, too bad. Well, she'll see it.
That's funny. Rolled a 1 on that charisma check. So,
Yeah, so I guess we'll.
She says, I don't remember anything after the fight broke out. That really happened, right?
Oh yes, the murderous slaughter and the wedding reception. Absolutely.
I was
Typical
making
Strahd.
my way to the treasury, and it's the last thing I remember.
I believe it looks like you got caught. Since you were quite dead when the Vistani brought you here to be buried. Well, sort of dead. You had been drained by a vampire. Of course, you probably owe us a bit of money both for raising you and removing your vampire curse. You can thank Seamus here.
She sort of straightens up a little bit and looks around, and her hands go to her side, and my weapons.
Yeah, we don't know where they are.
Nope, just you and your leg. That's all they had.
He's turned me into a vampire, like him.
No, you were a vampire.
Well, you were. But I think you're not now. Probably.
She says, but I'm hungry.
I mean, for food or blood?
Obviously, it didn't work.
She gives you a knowing look.
Well,
obviously, what we did didn't work. This is not a regular curse. What's difficult about this is I'm confused as how you're still cursed. All of our curses disappeared when we came back.
maybe because she was dead.
She was dead.
Rose her.
Confused because Nick says that the curse is lifted, or at least that curse. So I suppose it could be another. I don't know what would make you be hungry for. She could be a ghoul. I don't know. I mean, is she a vampire or not? Like, how do you tell? Does anybody have garlic? Fucking.
If only you guys had a paladin.
Oh,
We do, but he's not here.
Yeah,
He's
sick. So
looking. You know, I could do something that's cleric related.
Cleric adjacent.
No, I'm saying like there's divine intervention.
Well, yeah, and Seamus is a cleric. So am I.
Try it. Try your divine intervention out. You never know. It's worth a shot. You might roll a 5.
Wait, no, can't clerics also do the thing where they detect? Can't you detect undead once a day? Isn't that part of your, what do you call it? Fucking channel divinity or something?
My channel divinity is life, so I can heal people. It's called Preserve Life. And I can also turn undead.
Yeah, I'm all down for you trying this divinity thing. You know, if the sun's real, then maybe your god's real. Do it.
Oh, that would be interesting if we're not connected to. Well, I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on.
I'll point out, Emmerich thought the sun was a no sunner. He didn't believe in it. It's not real. Fake news, guys. There's no sun.
Fake news.
Dude. Emmerich never saw a sun until yesterday. Yesterday.
Yeah, Skybox.
So, Josh, you gave up your regular primeval awareness ability, right? Like you don't have that anymore.
No, mine lets me cast spells.
Okay, because that would let you detect. Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah,
But it's weird.
let's get some percentile dice going.
What are you gonna do?
We don't want to set her on fire.
No. Imploring my deity's aid requires me to use my action. I describe the assistance I would require. I roll a percentile die. If I roll a number equal to or lower than my cleric level, my deity intervenes. The DM chooses the nature of the intervention. The effect of any cleric spell or cleric domain spell would be appropriate. If my deity intervenes, I can't use this feature for another 7 days. Otherwise, I can use it after a long rest. At 20th level, the deity intervenes regardless. No roll is required.
Right, divine intervention.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Well, while he's doing that, I suppose we can just talk to Ezra. Like, are you quite sure you're still cursed? We did remove it.
So, I'm going to implore.
Something's wrong.
I'm going to implore my deity to remove any and all curses that she may have.
Who's your deity?
Let's see if it's in my biography. It looks like that did not come across.
Is it not the morning?
We're just going to say it's Morning Lord for, sake of consistency. Morning Lord.
There's only one god, right? There's only two gods.
No.
I'll give her the Morning Lord. That's it, right? And that's all there is in this campaign?
There's others.
Certainly not.
Yeah. People came
Oh,
from
two gods.
established churches and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're in a different, it's like anything
They-
else. If you're in Spain,
polytheism
yeah, a lot of
society.
people are Catholic, right? But if you go somewhere else, they're fucking not. Like,
Well, and
I'm
there's
just
the
role-playing
Nightmare who you've heard
now.
of.
Yeah, let's
There's
see.
only there are no gods in Barovia. I don't know what all this talk is.
Okay, so roll some dice and
well, there are gods.
I don't see what it rolled.
Wait. Oh
Did I
wait.
roll anything?
No, you wait.
Okay.
I didn't see what it rolled. No.
Okay, here we go.
I saw 21. So
It's gotta be 10 or less.
I mean you could
you
just
roll one.
literally roll a d10. Okay.
No, you roll percentile, so.
You could just roll a d10 as well.
Oh,
And
true
there's no chance for your god to like strike you down or anything. Right?
No, there's not. He just says you're on hold. Yeah.
You're on your own, buddy. Yeah, you just hear dun
Dun.
dun 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 dun, dun like elevator
Yeah.
hold music.
Well, guys, Morning Lord says he's a bit busy. You know, he's fighting back the forces of evil, and why are we?
Turns out not to be the
What's up here?
deck. Be down.
Why
Last time I
are we
counted up-
bothering him with silly curses? That's what I read into it. You know.
Elephant told me the Morning Lord is just Strahd, so hot take.
She says, "How do I end this?"
We got
Oh, good question. Depends on what exactly is wrong with you. Hey, Jack, what was your pray to your god, Dad?
So you have to be 10th level cleric.
And what is it? called,
Divine
though?
intervention.
Ah, that's right.
I was like, please, Morning Lord, please fix this. And he's like, nope. No.
Yeah, let me have this one. That's the prayer.
I'm just kind of curious what she's. I don't know.
All right, let's see if this works.
The mantra for casting divine intervention, it's just, Nick, can I not? Nick, can we not? Just over and over again.
Ah, let's see if this actually rolls it. Other formula. Nope. Guess not. Okay.
You know what video game this picture from?
Vladimir approaches you. Everybody's standing outside, I guess, huddled around Esmeralda. He pulls out his sword. He says, "Let me end this creature's life."
No. Esmeralda's a friend.
Esmeralda's from our time.
Look at her. She's a monster.
Oh, she's fine.
She needs help.
Yeah, I mean, does she actually look like a vampire?
Mama, what does a vampire look
I
like?
mean, well, pale, pointy teeth. I mean, if she is a vampire, she needs a coffin. She should be, have a coffin
Well,
somewhere. I don't think she's from 400 years in the future. Where's her fucking sleeping spot?
I mean, she looks a little pale, but then again, she's never seen the sun in her life, so.
She could also just be a
I think-
vampire on.
Okay. That worked. There we go.
You don't see any fangs or anything. Like when she bared her teeth at you, she didn't look like anything abnormal tooth structure.
She could just have a madness. I mean, we all went a little silly there.
Anyway, I see there's an asset.
She says, "No, something is wrong. I
Yes,
can
but
feel. I can feel him inside my mind, my soul."
Actually, doesn't say it. Okay, whatever. Oh, there we go.
Can I use detect thoughts as my warden ability?
I think you can, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. There's a lot of thoughts. So what are you gonna try to do? Like, see if she's lying or something?
I might be overreaching what this is actually. This might actually make me do specific thing. She said she could feel like it. He can like feel
Right.
him.
She
and
feels Strahd's thoughts.
I was wondering if maybe I'd be able to like hear some of that. But it looks it's just something more specific.
So she didn't really say that she can hear Strahd's thoughts. She said that she can feel him inside of her. And if you want to use detect thoughts, you can, but it would be like, her mind that you try to drill down into. You can very easily do that.
I guess then, what about how like she obviously distressed about this? Like she doesn't. I'm trying to figure out like is she like what's your opinion on being a fucking slave to Strahd? Because
What's her opinion on that?
Was her the Stani like seem to serve Strahd out of necessity? But could we does she seem like she'd be open right now to going and killing Strahd with us? That's kind of what
Are you asking her, or are you detecting her thoughts?
I'm just detecting her thoughts.
She seems to be pretty pissed at Strahd.
Okay.
And you know from talking to her before that she was not she didn't really serve Strahd. There was a specific tribe or group of Vistani that literally were Strahd's servants. But
Yeah, she
not
was
all
kind of a
Vistani are like that. She was
a bit of a reb.
Yeah, she was not even really from Barovia. She was from a land called Darkon. And if you want to like use detect thoughts, I mean, you see inside of her mind, and yeah, she feels hunger above all, a hunger for blood. She can hear the blood flowing in your bodies as you talk, and Strahd is present in her thoughts. You don't know that if it's like a telepathic link or whatever, but she seems to have some sort of obsession with him. And yeah, she seems to also feel a strong degree of hate for what he has done to her. And she's pretty fucking sure that she's a vampire.
She sure seems to act like one.
Control yourself.
Well, I guess you can't cure it, but
Well, maybe we can cure it here.
We have
not with greater restoration. So
heal.
right. So maybe the restoration didn't go as according to Seamus's plan.
Yep.
Yeah, Seamus. So I think that so sorry. I think as part of your spell, when you cast this greater restoration, you know, you have a. It's not like you just perform a ritual and you don't feel anything. Like you feel the magic, and you're pretty fucking sure it worked.
It worked. She's just crazy.
So you're not sure what's wrong with her. I mean,
well,
You think maybe she did you do you remember going to any temples with Strahd before your death?
she says, I don't remember anything. I remember trying to find my way to the treasury.
Yeah.
Then just
Probably should have made that deal with us, huh, Esmeralda? Anyhow. Well, there is a way. I mean, if Seamus is pretty sure it worked, and she's pretty sure it didn't, or at least she's pretty sure she's hungry for blood. I don't really know of another creature that needs to eat blood or what it might be, or even then a greater restoration if it was a curse within your power to restore it. You should have, felt something when you restored, and you felt like it worked, but she obviously feels like it didn't work.
You know, if only I had like detect magic. If she's also
well, I mean, I could find out for sure. She probably won't like it.
I might have it.
I mean, she's not gonna like how I find out, but
Give her the kiss.
Oh, I have detect magic. I'll cast it.
Yeah. See if there's magic around.
Well, I don't think detect magic will necessarily, right?
We are about to take a long rest. I detect magic. I have so many spell slots right now. We're taking a long rest. Let's use this real quick.
Yeah.
So detect magic.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know that. Don't know that gets any hits on her.
Is her foot magic?
Is her foot magic?
That's
No.
the fancy one. God damn it, that would have been cool. They had a magic foot, guys.
It's a magic boot of ass beating. No, it's a finely crafted prosthetic.
All right.
Never seen anything like it, but no, it's not magic. Let me just look up her stat block.
Where's she from? Darkout? Daka?
It's another realm.
Darkon. Apparently, Darkon. Is it another realm or is it another country in the realm?
It's another realm in Ravenloft, not
So
in Barovia.
what you know about Darkon is it is basically just another land. You really don't know anything about it. You know that Von Richten
Yeah,
and
Von Richten.
Esmeralda both came from there. You know that there are a group of assassins and spies known as the Kargot that come from there. Other than that, you really don't know much.
But it's outside of Barovia through the mist, yet still in Ravenloft.
Yeah,
So
it was outside of the mist for sure.
Okay.
Oh man. So let's go there next.
Yeah, she doesn't have any magic about her.
Okay. Is there any magic anywhere else next to me?
Probably. You guys have magic items.
yeah, there's magic. You're gonna see it all over us, right?
Other than me. Other than
Magic.
any random person just walking around, like, no, any priests or anyone carrying any cool magic shit? You never know. Or that one dude who becomes a saint. Are his bones magic now?
I'm probably lit up like a Christmas tree, but
I'm sorry. What? Hold on. What are you talking about?
That one dude who becomes a saint and gets buried in the church. Yeah,
oh,
that
the
guy.
priest.
Father
Wait,
Angel.
are his bones magic now?
Yeah, what's his name? Father what?
Androl.
So what are you gonna do? Like go up to Father Angel and start sniffing him or something? I mean,
Detect magic. Does he just like skeleton glow? I don't know.
no, it doesn't seem like his bones are magical.
Ah, man, that's a disappointment. All right.
It would be nice if he had magic bones, but in fact, you don't sense like the church had this hallowed effect on it. You don't sense that. The church in Valaki and Barovia times that you knew had the bones were sort of like sanctifying it as sort of like a hollow spell,
Gotcha.
making it hallowed ground. That effect is not there.
So that church was like cool. This church sucks. That's all I'm getting out of this.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my
Warning
exorcist
doors, not
ability just for the fun of it.
Don't say that too loud.
Break
You're gonna do what?
enchantment. I'm going to dispel evil on her to break enchantment.
Okay.
If she's enchanted by... She's charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't have any noticeable effect on her.
Well, son of a bitch. We tried, guys. We tried.
It seems like you think that maybe literally she just has like PTSD or something.
Well, that's what I was asking. If she has a madness, right? Because that happened to us. We went a little fucking cuckoo.
I mean, yeah, so I'm basically just going to go out and tell it because I don't want to sit here for like, another 5 hours while you guys just keep casting spells. And
We're throwing the kitchen
trying to
sink.
figure out what's wrong with her. I mean, the bitch is just crazy, dude. She's just crazy.
Do we think it's is it a short-term madness or a long-term madness? Because honestly, a restoration.
Give me a psychology.
Well, you can get rid of
That'd be
madness,
medicine, right? Psychology would be medicine.
Yeah, sure.
Well, but why didn't restoration get rid of madness? If it's a true madness effect, then restoration should have cleared that too.
Well, I don't know.
How crazy is this bitch?
How much time do we want to spend on this? Because okay, fine, she's healed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Game
you
over.
said
It's done.
buddy.
I don't know.
You're like, she thinks she's a vampire, but there's no way for you to determine. Like, and so
Upon her
well,
realization
so
that she
greater
was
restoration,
abnormal, she cast
greater
fireball.
restoration removes one effect.
Yeah, but Raised
Okay.
Dead says it neutralizes any poisons and cures non-magical diseases.
Okay.
Is madness considered a disease? Is all I'm
I
asking.
don't think so. I think madness is its own type of
Okay.
effect.
I mean,
that's all I was
this is a
asking.
technicality. I just don't care anymore. Let's move on.
Okay.
I
She
mean,
dies
for fuck's sake.
instantly.
Yeah, she explodes. I mean,
She was the real villain the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, how about I just like,
she's
Esmeralda,
cured.
and-
Life is good. She just runs off.
Okay, sure.
I don't know.
I'd like to take a long rest, guys. I'm kind of out of spell slots now.
Well, so I mean, we've done this. We can take Esmeralda, or else she can. I don't know.
She
can do it.
ran.
Yeah,
That's
she
fine.
leaves.
Well, there goes that plot hook.
Thanks, Esmeralda. Yeah. So let's go back to the
It's not like
inn
everything nice.
and drink some booze, hang out at the bar, do any. I mean, I obviously.
How
You got-
do I
you got
do a
some
long
time?
rest here? You guys long rest yourselves, right?
Yeah. You could say a long rest, and to do that, you go to your character sheet. And you go to your portrait, and on the bottom left corner, there's a take a rest, and there's a half hourglass, which is short, and there's a full hourglass, which is long.
Oh my gosh, I have spells again.
So it says take a long rest, yeah, and you're like, yay, yeah.
How do you do the equivalent thing for an NPC?
Probably the same way. Open your NPC, and can you not?
No.
You don't see the little. Oh. You know what? Flick them to PC sheet, character sheet. Click it, and then go back. But I don't even know that NPCs track usage because you're doing it. I think it only
They
probably.
do.
Tracks, oh, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I would just click it. Can you shift it to a PC portrait and do it, and then undo it?
I can probably just like. Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably a better way. I don't know what it is offhand. Sorry. There's probably a magical button somewhere, but
So it's the next morning.
well, did we get any interesting talk of the town Valaki other than they're like, holy shit, the fucking army of King Barov is coming? Was there any...
So if you had like a specific question, I might be able to help you out with that. But if not, like what do you want to know?
I have 2 questions.
I wanted to see if the Mardukov family, if anyone knows of any Mardukovs in the area. Maybe a vineyard owner or a winer or whatever, a vinter, I suppose that would be.
So no, the only winery in the area is the Wizards of Wine winery, and some wizard owns that.
Some wizard owns.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the Wizards of Wine. That makes sense.
But no, as far as like some Mardukovs, or no, not in Valaki. And they don't give the wizard a name in the book, so I'm gonna say his name is
Jeff.
Lewis.
His name is well, they're not sure. They can't remember what his name is. They know he's a wizard.
His
Makes
name
good
is.
wine.
He's called the Wizard, obviously.
Yeah, wizard.
But yeah, with that, night passes. It's the next morning. Valaki is sort of becoming a ghost town. The people who are going to leave, the last people who are going to leave are leaving. Fleeing to the west. What would you like to do?
I mean,
Well, I
don't
think
wanna
we should
fight, probably just flee.
We should probably follow Emmerich's fucking
Oh yeah, let's go to Casimir. Forgot about
Yeah,
that. Let's
fine.
go.
Let's go find Cass.
I know exactly how to get there. A little girl
Yeah, you
spit in
do.
My eye for this.
And you know that you need to follow. I don't have a map of Barovia pulled up here, but you know that you need to go out of the town to the east. And I don't know if you know, like,
We're gonna pick up Vladimir. I don't know if he's
I don't know if you know like the entire route, or if you just know like I need to go this way, right? Like, so you just basically lead the group.
I imagine it like there's like, you know, like we play like World of Warcraft or something, and it's got like this little light thing that you gotta follow. It's just like swirling on the ground until and they just gotta follow that. It's like 3 feet ahead of you.
Yeah, basically.
3 yards ahead of you.
And that little instinctive movement takes you east. You travel up the road, sort of, skirting by Lake Valaki, and then at some point, after about maybe 4 or 5 miles, walking up into the mountains, there's a little trail leading off. Takes you down by the lake, and eventually you enter the woods. And you travel for a long time, all day. And as you go, the tree cover, it sort of gets tighter and tighter, so that the light in the forest is trickling down through the trees and actually pretty dim. And sometime in the afternoon, the sun, coming down from its zenith, begins to set behind the mountains in the west. You feel like you're close, though. Does anybody want to make any preparations? I mean, it looks like you're going to be out here for a while.
I mean, just make sure I have food, I guess.
Yeah, you're good on food. I mean, you have your, whatever rations you have packed. And actually, the forests, this is like it's different than what you've seen before in old Barovia. This is like a primeval forest. There's like, animals, like running, scampering underfoot. You see like, elk in the distance running off whenever you approach. The path before you sort of disappears, and it's like you're walking through uncharted territory. Occasionally you see footprints and things and evidence of... I'm sorry, what?
If you want, I just made you a Barovia scene with a map.
Ah, cool. I don't think we need it, but good. Let's go there.
No.
Token. So yeah, everybody can make a nature check to try to figure out where the hell you are.
I don't think I can be lost except by magical means.
Right. Okay.
Well, I would, but I have no...
Nick, you would need to... I just uploaded the map. Go set it to global illumination.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And then you can just drop a party token on or whatever.
I'm not going to go that far. So yeah, that's a good point. Belkasal, you can't be lost. So, at some point in the day, you realize you're not sure where you're at.
Let's see, nature.
Oh boy.
Nature.
So drop me that
-3.
nature check.
Dell, it all looks like force to me.
It's all up to Del, because Seamus is rolling like shit on nature.
I need to change my dice.
Emmerich did okay. Yeah, give me a nature.
Not good.
-1. He's a ranger with a -1 in
Yeah,
nature.
that's like an intelligence-based thing. So,
It's hilarious.
give me a
Yeah.
wisdom check, essentially. This is more of a gut feeling, like
Oh, so we can
insight
add-
type thing.
We can add our wisdom modifier instead.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm +2.
Really, I'm just talking to Del because, he's the one who can't be lost. So it's like I think that he's the one. So you literally, Emmerich, know exactly where you're going. So you're not even thinking about being lost.
Oh, okay.
Del, you get nervous when you start to realize, like, where the fuck am I? Because things aren't adding up. For instance, you believe that you should be. You believe that you've, gone through these woods and circled around these mountains, and you're in these Svalich woods, but you're not seeing the landmarks that you think you should see. For instance, the mountain range heading off into the Mount Bartok and everything, where Castle Ravenloft is. Those mountains aren't there. And the forest that you're entering is not this, like, evergreen type forest. It's more mixed, right? Like, you wouldn't expect the types of trees that you're seeing to even exist at this, or at least what you've seen in Barovia. In your homeland, yeah, you've seen more exotic stuff, but yeah, you realize that you've somehow become lost. However, Emmerich knows exactly where he's going, so I'm not sure what you want to do with that information.
Well, obviously there's magic at work.
Hey, Delcasol, doesn't it feel more and more like this place isn't real as we go?
And definitely in this place where you're at now, like I said, this is like, virgin, untouched forest. Except every once in a while you see evidence of humans. There'll be some footprints leading through the snow, or some some tools or something that have been left behind. And as the sun gets sort of lower on the horizon, you come upon something that you definitely recognize. It is the corpse of a soldier, and he wears the crest of King Barov. And the soldier is pinned to a tree with
this again.
arrows, as if he's been sort of shot off his feet and pinned to the tree. And there's basically just like a pincushion of arrows coming out of him. Has this happened before? I don't know.
Didn't we, when we very first started, there was a tree with someone that nailed to it, and we just kind of left, like in the very beginning, and we were like,
so.
"No, this looks spooky," and we left.
There was a corpse hanging from a gallows.
Yeah, there was a corpse hanging from a gallows.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that happened basically whenever you left Barovia Village for the first time. But this is most definitely a dead soldier who looks like he's been hanging here for a while.
Man, those are some strong arrows, Del. You could probably use those. Oh man, they're holding a body.
Yeah, and the arrows are nice, thick arrows. They're definitely handmade.
Are they like +1 arrows?
They don't look magical. They just look like, sort of savage arrows. They have like, the feathers of like, wild animals used in their fletching, and yeah, they look like they're of a savage build, for sure.
Are we like around the area where barbarians would live? Like the kind we saw at the wedding?
You would say yes if you recognized this topology as being even remotely barbarian. It seems as if you've it's almost like you're in a different world. This looks totally foreign to you.
But at least I know where I'm going.
But yeah, so if you, so that's a good point. This does not look like the work of the savage barbarians of Barovia. No.
Where the fuck are we? God damn. Alright,
Okay,
well,
let's abandon this scene. And actually, I need to drag. Hold on. I need to drag you guys. Okay, hold on. I gotta drag. Copy and paste. And hold on. I gotta check light sources and shit here.
If you want to give anything away.
Well, I just, might as well do it beforehand.
Did you guys see anything in the Barovia anyway? It's
In
like
this-
black to
in
me.
Yeah, it's still black.
Oh,
But I
it's
don't
not-
have I don't have a
Yeah,
token.
that's what, so I made a token, a party token. You need to drop the token on there, otherwise no one has a token.
Oh, so token restrict visibility.
Party
Hold on, what if I uncheck that?
Oh,
that.
There you go. Hello.
Okay, so all I did was take off token visibility. Yeah, so I'm not worried about a token on this map. So that's a good point, though. Let me see if this scene has everything. Yeah, okay. There we go. You find a path eventually, and the path cuts through the woods. And Emmerich, when you're detecting where to go next, it's straight down this path, and you follow the path and you come upon another sort of gruesome scene. There are several corpses in various states of disrepair. One of them's been hacked apart, it looks like. Another one has been riddled with arrows, and another one has been just completely burnt to a crisp.
Now this is more like home.
And all of these corpses seem to be soldiers. Barovian soldiers.
Those poor bastards.
we don't like those.
Can everybody see?
I can just see.
I can. I mean, I can see.
If you can't see, you need to light a torch.
I can see a circle. Yeah, I can see my night vision.
Yeah.
Can I just cast the cantrip light?
I will
You
cast.
can-
Oh, never mind.
Actually, if you right click on your character, Jack,
Oh.
you'll see there's a little light, and it'll cast light for you. The cantrip, if you have it. If you have dancing lights, it'll cast that for you.
Does this require concentration?
You mean the
So you're
the
going to
torch
cast
symbol?
light,
Yeah.
Seamus? Okay. I'll just modify your token to have light.
You can also just give us both dark vision for the day.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
No, I used the torch thing, but
Oh, okay, cool.
I was just
I
curious
won't
if,
do that.
if I should use that instead.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, torch. As you fire up this torch, you see that in addition to these hacked apart corpses, there's also what looks like a mummified corpse sitting up against this sort of dead tree. And I can point to that by doing this. Oh wait, I can also ping. Right?
So, sir, as a Gloomstalker, I want to move out of their light. Oh,
Yeah, you see there's just a mummified corpse. He looks like he's like in a lotus position. Resting up against that tree. And they're sort of like things like it almost looks like offerings and things that are sitting around it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, are we locked or am I just retarded from logging in and out because I can't move?
I paused the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just want to get out of that light, basically,
Okay.
because I just fine. Oh, the corpse by tree.
So Delcasol, make a stealth check. Because I'm just going to assume that you were like kind of trying to be out of the light the whole time.
I mean, I always gloom stalk. That's kind of my jam.
Okay. I mean, I'm just rolling that into this stealth check here.
Oh boy,
Okay.
that was not the best. Not my highest moment in the game.
Yeah, so does anybody want to do anything when they come up on this scene, or do you just want to continue along?
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so you cast a spell. Rao and Seamus, make a perception check. While
I was gonna
Emmerich is
say,
casting a spell.
some of you magically inclined people, check out that body and tree. I shoot things, you look at bodies on trees.
Okay, let's see. Perception. Rao, you hear what sounds like a low rustling sound coming from over by this mummy. Almost like the sound of leaves blowing in the wind. But you look around and you see there's no wind, really. Seamus, you don't hear shit.
I mean, I hear wind. Don't know where it's coming from. This road looks
Seamus
nice.
is like, who's whispering? Just talk louder, bro.
Guys, I'm right here. What?
Is Rao
What?
even here?
I rolled.
He
What?
rolled.
I mean, what do you mean, what? I was talking to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to everybody else.
Okay, never mind.
You guys,
Moving on.
you guys have, so Rao, people with perception that are high enough sense that there is the whispering from there. So go check it the fuck out, you people that notice there's something weird.
No.
Right,
Is it, so that spell finishes casting. It's a 6 seconds thing.
Yeah, you cast the spell.
Okay.
it's pop.
Is this like a bush I can hide in right here? I hide.
Okay. What are you hiding from?
I don't know. Whatever may come out. At all. Anything and everything.
It may just be like have a grave or an inscription, or perhaps what it looks like, a body next to a tree.
I'm just being careful, you know?
Okay, so where are you gonna move to? Sorry, I didn't see if you.
The bush, I think, right above him.
Oh, right above. Okay. Well, yeah. So that's basically like some scrub bushes. So you climb into the bush. You basically have to like go prone to really hide in there.
So, I'll come over to Master.
Seamus, everybody is like freaking out. What do you do?
I'm going to go inspect Master of Winter's corpse.
Okay. You already made a perception check.
Well, I'm
but
doing like a
when you
medicine.
Oh, okay. You're gonna like touch the thing.
Yeah.
No, medicine, bro. It's forensics. That's like what it is, what it looks like, what it died from.
I'm asking him what he's gonna do. I mean,
I'm gonna
medicine, yeah. I
I'm
mean,
gonna,
there's no tricorders. I'm asking like what he's gonna do. Like,
I'm going to examine the
is he gonna
body.
smoke it? I mean, he's gonna pour acid on it to see what happens. I mean,
Okay, well, I guess the first thing I'll do is I'll cast protection from evil on myself. Which doesn't consume a spell select because it's the exorcist thing. And I'm concentrating. And then I'll...
Well, why didn't it work? God damn it.
So then I will...
Emmerich rolling stealth shit.
So then I'll physically touch the corpse and see what happens.
I rolled a 30 on stealth, by the way.
I don't.
That was yeah, 1d20 plus 2.
Cool. You're literally hiding in a bush. I mean,
I'm invisible.
good job.
Only gods can't see me.
I mean, anybody who is looking at you could literally see you.
So yeah, I'm going to physically touch the corpse.
Okay. Yeah. So you approach it. You sort of kneel down and look, and yeah, it does look like there's sort of like almost like a shrine. You know, there's a piece of like animal skin that's been rolled out in front of this mummified corpse, and there's what look like offerings on it. I mean, they like there's like a twig full of berries, and you know, maybe some like just random naturey stuff. It's pretty weird. When you lean closer and make contact with this thing, you hear that dry leaf rustling sound, and that is his lips are moving almost minutely, and it seems to be saying something.
It's totally not weird.
I lean in to listen.
Okay. And I can whisper to you.
Okay.
I'd like to
Thank
point
you.
out that in our previous game with Ben, like Nick's like, we should have somebody go up the trail. So I'm just saying, I'm watching further up this road because I learned
Sure.
from a previous world.
How do I whisper easily?
Private, I guess, GM role.
I mean, in the chat, or do I?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I understand Thieves Can't, so if you type it in
Yeah.
Thieves Can't...
What's that?
Right, here we go. Let's see. Can I click on your player name? Sorry, just figuring stuff out.
It's all good.
I think there would be some way to like.
Chat messages. Oh,
I
whisper
got a message.
target. So,
On the target. Okay.
yeah.
Let's see.
So /W, then like, I guess Seamus McFiggin, and then the message.
I have to target you with the targeting stuff.
Well, I looked up. No, like
That didn't work.
Watch. Let's see. Oh, is that that's a capital I.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
X. Okay.
put it out there. Seems to be whispering the same thing over and over again.
Yep. I don't know. All right.
Gotcha. When you put your hands on him, roll initiative.
Oh, yeah, go see that coming.
Oh,
Why the fuck? Oh.
Which things? See, they wouldn't let us in a museum.
I mean,
Because we like to.
So let me actually. Oh,
Mm.
here we go.
we belong in a museum.
I gotta toggle some combat state, right? Home. There we go.
Nat 20. I saved the good rolls for actual combat, apparently.
So I put emotes, whispering, and talking in Discord.
Yeah, I see that. Thanks.
So are these, like, names the names of the login?
Probably login name, yeah.
Okay, did you get that, Josh?
Yes, I did.
Okay, yeah, it's login names.
And I think, yeah, and I think you can do both. And it depends too. Like if you're doing an in character, you can do it to a character, or you can message me to me. But you can actually in character. I don't know if it talks about it in the Discord, but you can in certain cases, and that just makes it show up different in the chat log, whether it's from the player or the character.
Okay, so Dalapin is not here, so I'll just keep him in there. For shits and giggles. What is this marker on the board here?
I have no idea. It's not mine.
Shit can that. Del Casal, roll initiative.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was pasting shit.
Fucking around.
Fucking good. Their features.
Yeah, we also discovered a bug in this NPC importer that basically gives them all like double proficiency to hit, so sorry guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
It'll be fine.
I need to
Yeah.
met.
Wait,
Edit
can we
my-
get that too?
Nah, sorry.
Aw,
Oh, now it's lagging. There we go.
that'd be pretty dope.
Okay, there he goes. He did it. Who's rolling? Are we rolling?
All your hidden mobs.
Oh, the fucking. Oh yeah, so there's a setting that all these NPCs are basically rolling for combat again.
You-
I
Nick, your GM, you can go in and fuck with all these settings, dude. There's a
It's
bajillion
all-
settings.
It's all good.
You turned it back on because I turned it off. The auto roll initiative. Or I thought I turned it on.
I
Auto roll
don't know,
initiative.
bro. I don't know.
All right, well, there's a setting. Tell it to me. I'll tell you what mod it is.
Um. An arrow comes flying out of nowhere.
Out!
Are the creatures evil? I know I wouldn't know, but I'm just asking.
So what is the?
I have protection from evil on. I touched myself before I touched the
Well, that
corpse.
doesn't necessarily matter if they're evil or not, though. So
You're
Uh,
fucked.
It gives them disadvantage on attack rolls.
Fantastic, Dusk Elf Archer.
yeah, but protection from evil doesn't affect based on evil.
Oh, that's a
It
fiend's
depends upon their type.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
fiend thing.
You got me.
Fiends, foes, undead, and something else. Or celestial and
Well,
blah blah blah.
aberrations, phase, fiends, and undead.
Aberrations. That's the one I forgot. Aberrations.
Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Del
Oh.
Casal, an arrow comes whizzing at you. And I know you're invisible. How do I impose disadvantage?
On a creature or just on a roll?
Yeah, just on. Okay, I'm gonna untarget you and just fucking roll it.
So I'm pretty sure Control and Alt, if you hold them down while you make a roll, will do that. But I'm not sure which one's which, or if that is enabled.
Okay, so hold on. Disadvantage. I'm just gonna roll twice because I'm not sure what it is. Okay, the second one was a crit, so. Oh fuck. Do I have Seamus targeted?
You have me targeted, and I take a lot of
Seamus.
fucking damage.
Yeah, you don't take that. So
Oh, okay.
please kindly revert to not being damaged.
Okay.
Okay. Del Casal,
17
22 to hit. You take not 17. You take 7 piercing damage. From the first blow, and maybe I can roll it from his character sheet. Oh, and actually, this guy doesn't have disadvantage because you don't see him either.
Wah, wah.
So wait, did the first guy have advantage because he would have dropped? Oh, he did drop the crit. Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, but
You're saying I'm not invisible, but they're disadvantaged.
you are invisible.
But you can't see him either. That's what he's saying.
Right.
And he misses. Okay. Galopin's not here. Another arrow comes out of nowhere. This guy. Wait, where's... this coming out of this tree. This one's coming at you there, Seamus.
Okay.
And he will have advantage. And I'm not sure how to give him advantage still. You said shift? Is that
Control or Alt? That's what he was saying.
control? No. Oh yeah, there it goes.
Alt would be disadvantage though. Or no, Control is disadvantage.
Oh no,
Alt.
fuck. Alright, well, did it hit?
9 would not hit me.
Okay, hold on.
But what did
roll
he
again.
drop? What is it? What he dropped?
He gets another shot anyway. Take 6 damage. 2 shots. Missing, okay. And this mummified corpse, much to your chagrin, probably not your surprise,
Yeah, no. that's fine.
animates and moves.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He does do a con check.
He jumps up onto his feet, pretty limber for a mummy, and he's gonna kick you in the skull.
Disadvantage, because you're a mummy. You son of a bitch.
Let's see, actually. Oh, and this is another problem. Fuck. So 12. Hold on.
That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah. So 12 plus 7, 19 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's gonna be
Alright, so I'm no longer. Oops. No longer concentrating on that spell. There we go.
now my computer sucks. Buffering.
Well, yours might actually be doing a little more than theirs, but everyone else, it's all the graphics and rendering and calculating are on ours, and probably the mods and telling you what to do is on yours.
Another attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, so I don't know what I did. That one is a 9, missing.
Yeah.
6, 38. Plus 4. There it goes. You take 32 damage.
Damn, son.
11 bludgeoning damage and 17 psychic damage.
Damn.
I guess this dude just gets into your mind. And then he jumps up and does a back kick to your face. Oh wait, no. He made a second attack and missed. That's right.
Oh, that's
Moving
why.
on.
I was like, how the fuck did I... Because I rolled a natural 20 for my, like, initiative, and I went down to 19. I'm like, what is it the thing where we rolled for?
Del
Got it.
Casal, a creature jumps out of the tree above you and takes a swipe at you. Now, you can't see him and he can't see you. So it's just a normal roll. Does a 12 hit you? No, probably not.
No, it does not.
Seamus.
I'm trying to fix my health because the thing didn't do it. Alright. That's it.
Okay, you should have taken
32.
32 damage. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a fuckload of damage. Guess I didn't realize this guy hit that hard, huh?
Like, it keeps... let me just reload. 1 sec.
Yep.
Holy shit!
What happened?
Yeah, I just got back. Sorry, I had to go. But like, I see the damage that got done.
Alright, 79 minus 32. It's 46.
Yeah.
48.
Keep on.
47. There we go.
Old Jack got cracked.
Alright. Thinking. I will physically attack him. Mace.
Okay. He casts shield.
Oh.
So yeah, he pulls up his hand and an aura of psychic energy surrounds him.
So then...
Does this spell actually work? Maybe.
So then we'll cast Healing Word on myself.
Did he actually cast it on you, maybe? No?
I haven't... Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Alright, so...
Target.
Okay.
Is a rapier a light weapon?
No.
Yes. I believe.
It's just a finesse weapon.
No, rapier is not light. It's finesse.
Yeah, I knew it was finesse. I just wasn't sure if it was light. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What was the result of your attack?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, so that should miss.
Okay.
Because
So-
he shields himself.
So he would have not taken the 9 damage if he had
Okay.
taken it. Okay.
All right. Rao, Fens.
Oh my god, it's my turn.
Shit is popping off, I know. We're slow here, but trying to speed up. This mummy has jumped up and attacked and basically almost knocked Seamus out with a roundhouse kick to the skull. There's arrows flying in from all over the place. You can hear Del Casal getting into a ruckus down south. What do you want to do?
The guy in front of me is trying to attack Servat, right?
No one in
Um,
front of you is attacking. This guy.
No, the
right here.
Master of Winter is attacking Seamus. Sir Vladimir
said the
hasn't
icon.
acted yet.
This is my problem. Still trying to learn
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, cool. Okay, you run up to attack.
Alright, so I move over. I come in and I take a large swing to my right. And I swing my left and I carry it back for a second hit.
Nice, 2 hits.
Nice.
That's pretty good since he has an AC of 23 right now. Is that it?
I said that was it. Sorry.
Okay. And that brings us to Emmerich. You are in a bush, sir.
I'm still in the bush. All right. I will call out and
I don't think anybody has seen you though, because you did make like a +10 stealth check.
well, I'm gonna have to do something. So I'll summon a I'll summon 2 CR2 creatures, beasts.
Okay. Oh Jesus, this. Okay.
But I'll call out an Elven. We're here to talk to Casimir. We don't want to fight, but we will if we have to.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's see if these guys are even in my compendium here. Two saber-tooth tigers come rushing out of the foliage.
Oh my
They're
god.
sort of like pouncing through the snow. These are like, they're white and black striped tigers with fangs that are like 8 inches long. Do you want to do anything else?
Call that out. Nah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
It's an action.
Del Casal.
All right, I guess I will put the hunter's mark on this lady.
Okay.
So this is kind of neat. I just edited the effect where, I have available resources, the resource on my, and it has that checkbox, consume spell slot, and I just say no. Consume available usage, yep. And it should go down to 4 of 5 and consume my hunter's mark resource, which is pretty cool. That's dealt the damage. Sorry, I thought it was going to apply it to her. Well, I guess I have to attack her first. But she's marked.
Okay.
Oh, poop! All right, second attack.
You do this.
Yay!
Okay, and then an extra d6, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you take a chunk out of this archer. And you get a good look. And remember, you have an advantage, right? Because you're invisible. It is it is very dark outside, like pitch black, especially here on the forest floor.
I think I might want to move.
Okay.
Can you take an attack of opportunity if you can't see?
No.
All right, so yeah, maybe I'll move.
Okay.
I'll go there.
Okay, you're in the light.
Like, oh shit! No, I don't want to be in the light. Never mind. Over here.
Okay, you rush over there. Yeah, do that. Okay, saber-tooth tigers. What are these guys doing?
Can I have a
How do I give control to this thing?
Even just a sheet would be nice. No, what the fuck?
I think I can give control.
Yeah,
so-
right click, you go to the token and you say owner. Just make him.
Be back. Here he is.
How do I go to owner? Sheet. No.
I think it's the token. Right click and go to token. Not prototype, but just that one. Obviously, you don't want to give him. Yeah, so go to token
Right.
and then permissions or something, and then there's owner, and you can just give him ownership, and he owns that token.
I'm not seeing the owner though. Okay, just tell me what you want to do with them. It's fine.
Well, I don't have a sheet. If I could just get a sheet, that'd be chill. I don't know what to do.
The saber-tooth tiger has giant ass fangs, and they have claws. So
They
yeah,
will attack. They'll attack the Master of Winter. Obviously, I just like what. I just
Yeah.
wanted to see to know how many extra hit points they got. And stuff.
Okay. They will attack. So this
Dan-
guy attacks with some claws, missing.
22 misses.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck. What are we fighting? Fuck
He-
this
He
shit.
is
he's
surrounded
shielded.
by an aura of psychic shield energy. Basically, he casts shield. So
Ah, shit.
this other tiger, why can't? Oh, I got the wrong fucking. There we go. Boom. And he's gonna attack the same. With some claws. Missing.
We're gonna roll above a 22 again. Fuck.
Sir Vladimir comes into the battle wielding his greatsword. Missing. Getting a crit for 23 damage. Swinging again. Missing.
He gets plus 11 to his attacks.
He sure as fuck does.
What a
Did I
god.
mention that? Did I mention that he's a badass?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so I think this is auto rolling initiative.
Yeah.
Is it rolling for PCs as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Looks like the Tigers get to go first this time.
I gotta do something about that, but whatever. Let's see. Actually, this elf gets to go first this time. And wait, yeah, okay. Sorry, there's two different visibility controls here. And he will blast on Seamus again.
Of course.
Longbow attack,
That's a miss.
missing. Longbow attack missing. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Sabertooth attacks Shitbag, Master of Winter, and these guys attack. Each one with their claws. With a hit. Swiping at this old mummy bastard.
Kill him.
One hit.
What's that?
That one hit.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, go Tiger.
Master of Winter's turn. So his shield wears off. And you'll attack again. Making 2 attacks. Not targeting himself.
This guy really doesn't like getting touched, man. Why'd you touch him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this dice roll doesn't work. So he rolls a 27 to hit.
No, he misses, you know.
What's that?
I said no, he misses.
Shenanigans. Okay, I
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
And did that not work? Why didn't it roll? Okay, I'm just gonna roll both attacks. And 23, so that's 2 hits.
Mm-hmm. Well, Emmerich, you'll have to get me up.
Figure out how the fucking dice roller works. Why is that not working?
What are you doing?
Killing Seamus.
Oh, that didn't sound.
So that's 14 plus 18
It's another 32.
plus 8.
Plus 8?
So 40.
40?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because, yeah. Anyway, roundhouse kick and then a side kick to the balls.
Yeah, so Seamus,
That's
you'll
his
be,
turn.
You'll be down, and Emmerich will have to get you up.
Del Casal has moved and hidden, so he's no longer a target. Del Casal, it's your turn.
Oh Jesus.
So somebody yelled out something.
I did. I yelled
What,
out.
what did you say?
I said, "We're just here to talk. We're looking for Casimir. We don't want to fight, but we will."
Okay, so hold on. Let's wait till your turn. Del Casal gets to go. What you want to do, Del?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if I should shoot these fucking elves or not. I mean, first of all, they stink.
I mean, please kill the Master of Winter.
Breathing up all the Inquisition's air.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'll shoot at the Lord of Winter, I guess.
Okay.
Well, the Lord of Winter's trying to fuck you up, right, Seamus? Or
Yeah, I've
Just
been
like
fucked up.
trying.
He just did 40 damage in one turn.
He's gonna cast Shield too.
Yeah, good for him. I haven't even shot at him yet.
I just come on. He's just gonna cast it. He's got nothing else to do.
At his range like that.
Not a good at
Well,
does.
Oh,
A crit.
shit, Knicks, boys! So, did that apply?
Oh yeah, yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah, you critically hit. It should have taken the damage off.
How much damage was that? 10?
10.
How's that? How can I even do 10 with a
Roll
critical?
shit.
Yeah, you rolled a 2 and a 3. So, yeah. What?
Second
Okay.
attack. Misses Master of Winter. And... I I will just, I guess, move a little bit to here to hide.
Okay. Rough ends.
1 second.
The mummy in front of you is looking pretty fucked up.
Most likely. Alright. Go for my first swing. I hit.
Boom, hitting.
And I think I miss.
Missing.
Take a chunk out of its side of its head.
Okay. So, Rao, you notice something familiar about the elf in this tree. Wait, you're a dusk elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are dusk elves. That
Help
wasn't
us
apparent.
fight! Stop attacking!
I think we found Grandpa.
I already called out.
So,
I'm calling out in Elvish.
Emmerich, make
Did
a charisma check,
Okay.
persuasion check, or whatever.
Hey, I just got this inspiration. Why not? Let's do it. Alright. So, persuasion. That's why I'm not the face.
Double nines.
Yeah, -1. Yep. So you speak Elvish?
I do.
Okay. The elf in the tree does something back to you. And it is... Well, it's your turn. So
I
you can
respond.
speak freely.
We seek to save him. That's all I find. You talk.
The elf jumps down from the tree. It's still your turn if you want to take an action or something, or move, or...
I'll just like circle around to my cat.
Oh yeah, the fucking cats. Seamus.
Oh, let's see.
This creature in front of you doesn't seem to let up for a second based on any conversation that's going on.
You talking about Master Winter?
Master of Winter.
Yeah, I'm sucker flaming his ass.
Yeah.
Take that 16 damage, you son of a bitch.
Your sacred fire burns through the Master of Winter's skin,
Good.
and he crumbles into, well, not into dust necessarily, but both of his arms fall off. His torso, his legs basically break backwards, and his torso falls to the ground. And with his dying breath, he just repeats his mantra.
Yeah. Fuck you.
He can't hear you.
Oh, I know.
What did you say?
All life is suffering.
An asshole.
So I'm going to back it on up.
So Sir Vladimir just kicks his skull into dust, and it's the next round.
Well, I wasn't
These
done.
elves are approaching you with their weapons drawn, seemingly threateningly. And any of you who can speak Elvish, they're demanding to know what you want in their territory, and if you are a member of the invaders from the south.
We are not. What's that? We are not. We are. We come to seek an audience with your executioner. We have things to discuss with him.
They tell you to put your weapons away.
No weapon.
Your
Well,
walking
obviously
stick.
you don't, but your friends do.
Baby, I am a weapon.
Is that what you tell them?
No. I don't have a high enough charisma to pull that one off.
I definitely cannot help you. I have a -1 for charisma. Unlike Dorian, you know, this guy. Not the best talker.
So do you want to keep fighting them, or what?
Ideally, no.
Okay. Well, they're asking you to put your weapons away. So, I mean,
I put my
could-
weapons away.
I will.
you could do that, or you can not.
I mean, if there's a truce, like, hey, I'm a good dude. Yeah, if
They're calling for a parlay.
they're calling for a parlay, yeah, I'll put my weapons down for sure.
Well, they don't even necessarily see you over there. But
Well, so I'll stop shooting people.
yeah. Del Casal, you do sort of get a better view of the camp from your perspective. Yeah, you see that there is this in this village is basically centered around this enormous tree, and you see to the north there's like this little pool of water that seems to just be magically like a spring or something, right? It's cold, it's the middle of winter, but there's this like nice crystal cool spring with these horses that are sort of drinking out of it. And there's also a horse with a giant horn sticking straight out of its skull.
Oh boy.
It looks pretty majestic, sitting there drinking from the fountain. And in fact, it looks right at you. Somehow seeing through your stockiness.
Yeah. He probably sees this fucking raven fucking symbol. It's probably like a glowing beacon. I'm just like, hey, buddy. I'll give him a little finger cannon. Like, you know, I'm a ranger. I'm like, hey.
It whinnies at you. I don't have a very good horse accent. So. Yeah, like that.
I have, what's that cantrip called? I do, thaumaturgy.
I can literally just speak to animals, as it turns out.
Yeah.
So you claim.
You've been able to do that.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm a druid, so.
What did you want to do with your magic?
Well, I wanted to use thaumaturgy to say, like, a ceasefire, you know. We've called a ceasefire. We're here to see Grandpa. What's his name? The Duskel. Casimir. Yeah. We are searching for Casimir. We mean you no harm.
So you're using thaumaturgy to make your voice like super loud?
Yeah. I want to tell everybody to just chill the fuck out, right? There's a unicorn here, dude. Unicorns don't hang out with baddies. I mean, it's not like chained down and being whipped or anything, right? There's a unicorn like drinking from a fountain to my left. So these aren't like shitty people. Unicorns don't come and drink around shitty people.
So yeah, you use your thaumaturgy cantrip and like, you know, there's that thing where the birds just like all suddenly fly out of every tree within the entire village. And yeah, this so everybody that's up here can kind of just make their way down. These elven archers, who are they sort of don't like look like what you would think an elf looks like. They're more wild, right? These are like wild elves. They have primitive garments and weapons, finely crafted, but primitive. And these archers are not necessarily your buddies. They keep their weapons semi-trained on you, but they do escort you into the village. And when you get into the village, you see this great tree at the center, and all around the trunks of this tree are what look like wild elven druids and commoners sitting in meditation. And as you approach, one of the elves opens their eyes, and without extending their legs, they just float up off the ground and over towards you. And this creature is sort of wild, and they sort of have like this like primitive shaman-esque type thing going on. Let's see. Yeah, this token is a pretty good representation. They have like this crazy like, you know, animal feathers and stuff, and like animalistic, shamanistic decorations and painting on their body. And as the archers approach, they just sort of bow in deference, and this creature just sort of gazes at you and awaits your request or whatever you're going to say.
Casimir?
The creature doesn't speak, but you hear a voice inside your head. He is not Casimir.
Eat the soul.
And this majestic creature sort of comes down from the north. This is a horse with a golden horn, and like, you know, this is like the He-Man of horses. And he says, "Why do you seek the execution?" Or, well, the horse says that telepathically.
A great evil encroaches upon this land from the south, one that will conquer it, and has done so before in another time, in another place. We seek the aid to prevent that.
So, Nick, I have speak with animals, which I think means that I can pretty much. I mean, I also have what is the beast sense later, but that's actually. I think I could probably chat with this fucking thing.
This unicorn is actually talking to you telepathically. It speaks more languages than you do, probably. But yeah, it has telepathy. It's you can all sort of hear its voice in your mind when it talks.
It should be known unicorns are not beasts, so that doesn't actually mean anything.
Yeah. But this beast, with a capital B and a capital T at the end. Yeah, it is. It is. You can tell that this thing basically oozes like otherworldly
He's
stature
lovely.
and
He's
goodness.
lovely.
Yeah, this is a fucking sexy ass horse, honestly.
I just want to hug this horse and rub my holy symbol in his sweet, silky flank.
Weird fetish.
When you approach it, it pokes your holy symbol with its horn, and you feel like a little jolt of like, ooh. You feel a jolt of yummy goodness.
He's such a pretty guy. He's such a pretty, silky guy.
The creature says,
Full of magnificence
"We know,
and wisdom."
we know of the coming evil
There's
that has
always
been
some
foretold."
com-
Help us fight it.
Yes, we all know. Good.
It says, "We cannot fight it. It will destroy us."
Oh, it
can-
destroys everybody here, buddy. I'm sorry.
I like how he talks to like.
Well, so because Del Casal as a hunter, like this is like the sunrise that Emmerich saw. Like, so I came from another, so I'd already seen sunrise, but there's no unicorns. Like, this is like my sunrise as a gameskeeper and a groundsman and a ranger. You know, the force, like unicorns. They haven't existed where we came from for 300-400 years. I don't know. Or if they're even real, nobody like this is. They're not real. I'm like, holy shit, he's real.
Yeah, unicorns are also like closer to angels than they are to like horses, though.
Yeah, there's none in our area. I'll tell you that. Where we come from, there's no unicorns.
I'm from Barovia. You think there's unicorns where I come from, like in my time?
Just saying, I'm a ranger. This guy's lovely. I will comb his silky hair.
He's like a regal, like awesome beast. I just think it's awesome. I'm just thinking it's funny to watch you like pet the unicorn.
Yeah, if you want to go and pet it, it'll let you pet it for sure.
It's just the most wholesome thing.
Um,
I'm gonna brush it down like
Says-
a ranger, like horses like. I'll brush him down, clean him, buff him up, fucking clean any shit out of his fucking hooves. Like, I'm a ranger, I'm a gameskeeper. Like, this is a horse. This is the horse of all horses. This is the holiest, best fucking thing that never existed. This is Del Casal's the greatest day of his life. Is to fucking take care of a unicorn like it's a horse.
Do you always have this fish? It's always been like this.
As you sort of like brush him and sort of groom this beast, his horn starts to glow. Not in like a weird perverted way.
I was like, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to.
It emits a light that it's not like bright to look at, but it illuminates the entire area. And he says, "You all have a funny smell."
We smell great.
No.
Nah, yeah, they're all like that, and I'm worse.
I've never smelt this before, just interesting. Nothing personal.
Can it like smell the
But-
taint of our souls? Like, what's up?
The unicorn just thinks we're a little funky.
It just says you're not from here.
Well, we're from the future or another place or another time, another reality. We don't really know. But we're replaying.
I understand.
We're replaying.
I understand. We are, well, as I've said, We know that Barov's army will destroy us. So we will replay our past too.
Oh, they're so sweet. Is there anything they want us to do for them? I mean, we can't change the future.
Well,
but
there's nothing you can do for us. We will replay our past. The brothers of Leijden will make it so.
Unfortunate.
There is a stiff price, though.
How
Gone.
will you aid us?
It says, "Well, how can I aid you?"
We seek Casimir. Is he here?
The executioner, yes. Well, he is not here. He is gone to the monastery.
To the monastery.
It is possible that you could seek him out there, but it would be dangerous.
We are no strangers to danger.
Well, you're also a poet and you didn't know it.
I don't like that. I'll work on that.
He says, Casimir, we call him the executioner because he is to carry out the Brotherhood's ritual.
Yeah.
That will replay our past. It is better that you just leave this place. Do not seek him out. There is nothing but pain here.
I can't do that. I made a promise.
The horse just nods and says, I know. I know, Emmerich.
Then you know we will go.
Of course. No one will stop you. The unicorn touches his horn to the archer's head. And the archer just nods. And it says, he will show you the way. Everybody make an insight check.
After that, I just want to see if anything is an illusion. Like, I'm just like, this is strange.
Sure, yeah.
You can't be fooling me.
How do you want to do that?
I mean, I would say
investigate.
I think if I focus I have a lot of wisdom, I have a lot of perception, not that much intelligence, but I think if I focus on looking at, like, this is like my world's biggest dream, I'm like, wait a minute, like, I mean, unless they start shitting out cotton candy from the fucking sky, like, it's like, I should think about this.
Right.
Yeah, none of this could be real, you know?
Not to mention we're already in a time machine, so I'm starting to be like, how ridiculous can it get?
Let's see.
Dude, you have to admit, we went from really low standards to getting a lot. Like, we were like, hey, maybe we'll see the sunrise at some place. Now there's a unicorn.
Shit is bullshit. Like, hold on.
Like our bar was already really low for miracles, so this is pretty up there.
Okay, so what are you gonna? You're going to just like. I mean, I know you want to like use your wisdom, but like, in what way? I mean, are you gonna like talk to the elves? Are you gonna like try to commune with nature, or go and pet some more horses? I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, so I guess I would use my initial huntsman. Like, are the woods real? Like when I start looking for details of sand and pebbles and branches, like is it as real as I thought? Like as a my reality, and then this horse. I'm like, wait a minute, like
Sure.
Berkeley. Then hold on, is this fucking real shit? I don't know. This looks a little weird to me.
Yeah, when you just sort of take stock and like look around, and although so there is a feeling of like otherworldliness, because this just is like a terrain that you've never really seen before, but it seems real. And as you guys sort of like go through these uh, debates about like what the fuck is going on here, Vladimir is like, this is fucking crazy. What is this?
It's
Um,
fucking Wonderland.
The unicorn says, "It's okay, my children." He's gonna cast a spell, and you feel a magic come over you, and you can resist it if you want. But it feels like a beneficial spell,
Oh,
and
awesome.
it makes you essentially all your anxiety and worry just goes away. He says, "You have nothing to fear from us. If you choose to go to the monastery, the brothers of Leishton, well, they are not of us. And if you seek them out, it is at your own peril."
You're the brothers of what?
The brothers of Leishton. That is what the brotherhood is called. I'll just put it in chat. Is he speaking a weird language?
Celestial, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, switch it. Yeah, to common.
He doesn't speak common. He speaks telepathic, though.
I speak.
Alright. That sounds good enough.
Can you read that?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Fuck. Okay. So I'm gonna switch it to this guy. He said Leishden.
I could read that. Yeah, I could read the Leishden.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can read that. The first one. I just didn't know it was speaking in else.
Um,
Well, is
the,
Leishton
the unicorn says it means suffering.
Oh, they sound awful.
Yes.
Where are these people?
Not too far. In the mountains.
What if we were to? Could we erase them?
Could you erase them? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
The unicorn looks at you and says, maybe.
Would it change anything?
It hasn't so far.
We could try. We for a time have saved Argynvost. We might be able to for a time save these people.
The unicorn says, when the ritual is complete, we will be safe for a time.
As a druid, does this ritual look familiar at all?
Make a ritual check or religion check.
Does Unicorn believe that we're from the future or another reality or something? Like, can we explain to Unicorn, like, hey, Unicorn, like,
He
we've
says,
seen all this shit. Does he, like, does he go, you guys are crazy?
he says, I know it's confusing. It confuses me too.
Typical Unicorn answer.
He says, I wish I could explain it. See, well, he's not that smart, really.
Yeah, but he's pretty.
He says, yeah, I don't know. I know that we've been here before and we'll be here again.
Oh, see you next time, Unicorn. I'm gonna give him some more pet downs.
He accepts your petting and then sort of nuzzles you a little bit and then walks back over to drink from the stream, from the mystical magic pool up here.
So, guys, Grandpa?
Yeah, we can go, Grandpa. We can
So-
also kill these people who are gonna try to wipe these people out.
I mean,
So from
I don't
our
wanna-
insight,
right?
do we believe he's telling us the truth?
Yeah, you never told us.
Okay.
Yeah, so insight check. Okay, so Seamus
I rolled a 27.
rolled a 27. Well, you don't know as far as what he's telling you the truth or not. I mean,
Well, I'm saying, do we believe
It is-
these?
yeah, he doesn't seem. I mean, he seemed like he was being pretty straightforward with you, and the creature doesn't seem to be probably able to lie.
Good.
I mean, he's not that bright, but he's a nice unicorn. Guys.
But you do notice something, that there are no women in this village.
Too late.
Hey, we knew about that before.
And when you sort of come to this realization, the unicorn just over there drinking his water tells you, yes, they have been taken to the monastery.
What monastery, Unicorn?
Which monastery?
The monastery where the brothers of Leijden are.
Does he have directions for this monastery?
Yeah, the elf is going to show you.
Okay.
He says, yes, they've been taken there. It's part of the ritual.
They're gonna kill all the women. We gotta go. We gotta save Casimir. If he does this, it will haunt his soul.
The unicorn says, God's speed be with you.
We ride. I still knew where to go, right?
Emmerich's eyeballs. Love you, Unicorn. Bye bye.
Okay, so you are led out of this sort of majestic glade by these two elf archers who are really pretty feral.
And Grandpa is a dusk elf, so
And they lead you into the mountains, where we will continue next time.
well, we knew that the guy Casimir was right there. Though we're not leaving before we talk to him. Didn't the
He is
other
up
say
there.
Where's who?
Casimir?
Here, he's up at the
He's not here. He's at the monastery.
Oh damn it, monastery!
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Casimir
Dang,
and
religion.
well, anyway, stay tuned next time for whatever
No!
happens at the monastery. Yep. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
And see you Friday, maybe.
Yep.
If Garrett's better. If not, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe not Friday. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll just take Friday off. I don't know.
Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
Maybe
I
we'll one
guess.
shot it up.
Where Garrett is? I mean, I think I'd fall out anyway, but you know, Garrett might be fine and dandy. It's not COVID,
That's
so
true.
he'll be fine.
Yeah, I got my new character to whip out, so yeah.
Yeah, your